Oh my god, y'all. I don't even know where to start. Sorry that we're we're starting a couple minutes late. We just had a very engaging conversation about what's going on with male versus female nipples and streaming organizations hiding certain ones and not hiding other ones. Welcome to Polyhedra slash Sept Imperium plays Curse of Strahd. This is what you guys look for on a Sunday night, right? Conversations about whether you can stream male versus female nipples. Oh man, I could get really fired up about this, but I probably shouldn't. Not on stream. Welcome back, y'all. I hope you guys had a fantastic week. It's been a long one. Welcome back. I'm super excited. There's a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline in Polyhedra, and I'm super excited. Sorry, I love that Jeremy uses the Jeremy. It's like Jeremy's Sept when he actually makes the face, and then there's the emoji on top of that. At this point, I think honestly though, the only true response to that one is the Chris Palm. This entire conversation that we just had is definitely the response is Chris Palm, 100%. I still need to rework that emoji. I feel like it's just too small. Yes. Ah man. Anyway, how was your guys' week? I still got to recover from the nipple conversation. Whew.
Fantastic. It was a week of work, so.
Hey, how's your build coming? Aren't you building a computer too?
Done.
Finished.
Done without the GPU. Everything else is working well now. Yeah.
Really, the entire computer is just like a chassis for your GPU. That's really when it comes down to it, right? Which one did you get?
Well, I haven't gotten the GPU yet, but I'm using an i7, and it's not a 7-year-old computer anymore, so that's basically what I'm using. It's an Intel.
Oh, oof. For now.
No shade there.
Yep. All right, y'all. As far as announcements go, to blow through those really quickly. After me going through Tailspire was actually super fun. It's a very interesting 3D virtual tabletop. If you have not checked it out, go to Steam, check it out there. Check out the video. I think it's still on our VODs if you wanna go in there and explore it real quick. But it is actually really awesome. That reminds me of something else. Drake, do you want to chat about that really quick? Because there's one other thing I need to change really quick before we dive in.
Sure. Tailspire it's pretty neat. If you've ever played Divinity or Baldur's Gate 3 or any of those games, it's in the similar likeness to it. Or if you've ever used Hero Forge miniatures, you literally think it is. Like as an example, I was talking with another Polyhedra DM last night, and I was showing him. Because I do have Tailspire, and I was showing him what it looks like, and he goes, "Oh, are these minis?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Oh no, this is actually it." And he actually thought it was minis. It's really beautiful. I think that it is going to be a really neat engine. It has a little bit of work it needs to go on, but for certain battle maps, it's great. The thing that I think is really phenomenal about it is perspective. No matter how good your DM is, no matter how good they are at describing things, it can be very hard to properly convey perspective and scale. And so, as an example, what I would issue you to do is go look at the old Bone Grinder, which is a notorious Curse of Strahd thing, right? It's a windmill. Okay. Look at the Wizards of the Coast battle maps. Look at any custom battle map, and then someone has actually already built it in Tailspire. Not even the same conversation. Like, yes, they both convey the same information, but when you actually are trying to think about it from a size and scale perspective, it is infinitely different. The other reason I think that's great is there's no real spoilers. If you haven't played Curse of Strahd, it's a windmill, so it's not like there's hidden rooms you're not going to know about. It's a windmill. You know what I mean? But to show the group size, perspective, scale, and for DMs out there, like how David always has a hypotenuse calculator, you don't have to do that because it does the work for you already in there. The biggest things that they actually just did this week was last week, they had their first patch, which was the Goblin patch, which released 3 goblins, a hyena, or gnolls. I think they weren't goblins, gnolls. Some palisades, a working palisade door, very, very neat. I was playing with those last night. That's what I was actually showing DM Ken. And they also now have actual D&D Beyond browser integration. So you can actually play with D&D Beyond because there are no character sheets in it. So you could do all your rolls through D&D Beyond, similar to how you can with Foundry or even Roll20. It'll all pipe in and roll over, which is pretty neat.
But they're not sponsoring us, so at this point, don't buy it until they officially sponsor us. That's right, Bouncy Rock. You sponsor us, and then we get to do this exact thing that we just did for free. Damn it.
However, this stream is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Damn it, Dane. God, I love that name. Anyway, so yeah, Tailspire, fantastic. But the reason that I brought it up, we are actually going to do a one-shot with it, and it's going to be a blast. We're looking at either level 18 or level 20 characters. There was someone that posted something about a one-shot on Reddit, and I piped in and gave them a little bit of influence on how to make a one-shot happen. I was like, oh my god, this would be perfect for it. So we're going to be running a Ravnica-placed Cult of Rakdos arena fight. It's going to be level 18 or level 20. It is going to be bananas, which will be fun. But because this upcoming weekend is going to be Mother's Day, we're going to have to wait until the week after. So if you guys are keen to watch it, that's going to be on Saturday in the PM, probably 7 or 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. We'll keep you guys updated, and I'll do a shout out in the streams. But so that also aside, I just wanted to give the community and these players a huge shout out. These are paid games, and a little look behind the screen, like with the follows and the subscriptions and all that stuff that we have. It is definitely not something that we are, driving Ferraris and Benzes and whatever else out there. This is founded by these guys that you see on the screen, and it's just a huge thank you to all of you six and all of the rest of the community that watches. We are so grateful. All the follows, all the subscriptions. If you have Amazon Prime, we would appreciate if you guys throw that. We are working on new overlays and different little things, and that is what the money is going to currently. And maybe one day, if we're getting big enough and challenge Critical Role and tell Matt Mercer he can suck it, that's never going to happen. But if we're ever big enough that people like recognize
Matt Mercer
us,
can suck it.
Oh, there are a couple new ones, and I want to show off really quick. So what we got now, a little bit. This is going to be our new start streaming screen. Then we have a new Be Right Back screen, and finally we have a stream is ending screen. So all of those things are going to come up, and I'm working on a new setup that is going to be on how these guys are laid out, because personally I love these people, and I want to make sure that you guys can see them so that you fall in love with them too. So we're going to have a new overlay coming hopefully by the next time we play. So next week we're going to play on Mother's Day, so a little heads up if you are sick and tired of your mom or your I'm just kidding, but if you guys want to make Jeremy's face, sometimes I just like making these jokes because the reactions are the best. But yeah, if you guys want to invite your partner to check out, hey, this is what D&D looks like, check out with these crazy fools, there's going to be a you're going to be introduced to D&D the right way. Come check us out next Sunday. Also, social media wise, we our new subreddit is live. Not working fully yet, we're working on it, but stay tuned with that kind of stuff. Our social media is being constructed right now. The blog and the website is also in the build in progress status right now, but there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline, and none of that would be possible without you guys. So I just wanted to say, from me, from the entire team, and from the players, the community, the streamers, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. We appreciate all of you guys. But that's it for me. That is all the announcements. I was able to cram them in 4 or 5 minutes, and I only made 4 or 5 cringe faces happen during that time. I feel like that's a new best record for me. Do you guys have anything else that you guys wanted to shout out?
I had a little surprise that I actually was going to talk to you about before. Do you mind if I offer a giveaway?
Go for it.
So while we're doing breaks for this month, anyone that is not a member of the Polyhedra community that wants to submit, we will gift you a copy of the new source book that's coming out this month.
Shit, for real?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, it's going to be Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, which is amazing. This is my birthday month, and I'm kind of assuming that everything Gothic horror is just being published for me personally, because Castlevania Season 3 is coming out. I think it's like a day or two before my birthday, so that weekend is going to be dedicated to that. And is it Season 4? Am I silly? Oh shit, it's Season 4. And Van Richten's coming out right around that same weekend, so it's going to be amazing for Gothic horror fans. Just so you guys know. Drake, dude, that's awesome of you. So how can they try to enter? What are the...
So anyone that is not part of the community that subscribes, if you want to just keep track of them, and then what we'll do at the end of the month of everyone that's subscribed that's not a part of the community, then we'll go ahead and pick a winner from there.
That's fucking awesome of you, dude. That's amazing. So drawing will be at the end of the month?
Yeah, we'll just. I figured that way, we can give people a chance to if you tune in every week, you could have more than one subscript. If you want to do a follow, if you want to come in and do a cheer, do anything like that, get another entry in. That's fine with me.
That's badass. Alrighty, cool. You guys heard it from Drake first. Go ahead and subscribe. If you guys have Twitch Prime, just as a shout out again, you can actually link your Twitch account with your Amazon Prime. With your Amazon Prime account, and then as part of that, because Amazon Big Daddy owns everything, Amazon also owns Twitch, and you can actually give away a free subscription every month connected to that. So if you guys would like to do that, then you can get essentially an already paid for, from your perspective, free chance to win a copy. And is that going to be a physical copy or like a D&D Beyond copy?
I was going to do a D&D Beyond copy,
Makes sense.
just from the mailing perspective, because otherwise it'll have to get mailed to Texas, and then I would have to mail it to you, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Then I have to mail it somewhere else.
Yeah, we'll do a D&D Beyond copy.
And plus, you can access it from anywhere. But unless you guys have anything else, I'm ready to. Have fun with Curse of Strahd. Yeah. Yeah? Alrighty, let's get back into it. So, previously in Sept Imperium Place, Curse of Strahd, you guys had traveled to Argynvostholt, a place of renown and quite a bit of history past. As you guys went into the three-storied manor that had the east, or well, really the right, but the south side of it crumbled away, you guys were able to start exploring some of the south side. You found giant spiders, put them to rest. You found more trickery that was being played upon you guys by this haunted manor. Took a little bit of a long rest, made some deals with blood-hungry spears, played awful bingo, and I think Sal actually got the bingo last week. It was everything from sacrificing the elderly to... Anyway, we won't go into all the details because I like some of my morals still intact. Anyway, as you guys started exploring the rest of Argynvostholt, you guys found the chapel and two little turrets that started leading up and up and up to a tower that rose on the east side, the back side of the manor. You guys found that you couldn't access the third story from there, so you guys continued to go further and further up until you finally came to the top. And before I forget, Knack had a little bit of a soiree in the mental representation that the Strahd of Tome seems to unleash every single time you open the book and read another chapter in it. And Knack was able to see the assault of Strahd's forces upon the manor when it was still standing, when the paladins of the Order of the Silver Dragon were still active there. And he found himself in the shoes of some of the soldiers fighting in that war. It all left off as Knack had, I think it was 1 HP left. Woo, man. It was two. 100% increase. But was able to find out some details, such as Strahd was actually there when the assault commenced and got hit and then drug away by some Vistani, the Roma that kind of are able to come in and out of Ravenloft unabated. So, as Knack was barely able to survive that, but got a new companion of sorts, an unseen servant, that is visible to him apparently. You guys ultimately found yourself going up the turrets and to the top level of the tower. There, you saw a tapestry of what looked like a sword made out of, or with a blade made out of sunlight itself, but the handle that was in the wall cutting through the tapestry did not actually have any kind of sword on it. But instead, you guys were greeted by two angry-looking specters that just seemed to step out of the walls themselves. And that is where we're going to pick it up today. If I could have all of you guys roll me initiative. Now, while you guys are rolling initiative, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you guys
had that shit waiting? Jesus.
I knew we were going to fight.
He had his hand sitting on... David hadn't even finished the sentence before you played.
I'm so sorry that I'm not one of the people that drags a campaign. I'm trying to get shit done.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have basic bitch-ass initiative rolls, too. Yeah, there you go.
I think you have to add me since I'm not on the map. Up there, Ian.
Which wall was okay? Can I ask a few just questions about the room before we get started with combat?
For sure.
Okay, so first and foremost, how tall is it?
Let me double check because the answer to that is written in a block of text, and I will be able to answer this. Okay, so again, there are wooden stairs that climbed to the tower's peak here, and there's a stone floor and a 30-foot high pitched roof above you guys, right? You see some ravens that are roosting on crisscross rafters and coming and going through small holes in the roof. So this is not actually like completely closed. You see a 10-foot high, 10-foot wide arched window or windows that are evenly spaced around the walls here, and each window consists of lead lattice work fitted with small panes of transparent glass. So it's about 30 feet to the top here.
To the rafters. Is there which wall is the tapestry on?
The one that you had started approaching.
Okay. And then is there any we are at the top. There's no like additional stairs on the outside or inside or anything we're at the apex of this. I'm thinking of is something else coming from above. Okay. And where are these new friends coming from?
They are coming from this way. Oh, maybe.
And where's Kevin?
Dead. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, Chris.
I was like, apparently I missed something from last week.
What happened in between the weeks?
I brutally murdered
The
Kevin.
spirit ate him when you weren't looking.
Actually, should I use the other token for Kevin to make him a little bit easier to see? I feel like he's kind of hard to see. What do you guys think?
Yeah, he is hard to see.
All right, let me see if I can.
And my whole screen is grayed out. I don't know if
Yeah, like because there's no light source here. So that is one thing that I love. There's a perfect vision, I think, mod for Foundry, which is really cool because you actually see dark vision the way it's meant to be, which is black and white. You don't really see shades of color with that. But hang on one second because I think
all of us have dark vision.
Yeah.
There's a way we can see in black and white.
That's one thing I wish 5th edition was not so kind with, is giving like every race dark vision.
Yeah.
I mean, but dark
There
vision,
he is.
I feel like doesn't do too much. It's like not as powerful as it could be.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when you actually had like
though.
infravision and you could see like heat kind of like lingering there for an hour after something touched it. No, that was badass. Alrighty, cool. As we're kicking it back into high gear, let me bump the music a little bit louder. Louder. My wife and I had the longest disagreement about what is it, Black Eyed Peas, because there's a song where they say pump it louder. She's like, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. You cannot pump music louder. But it's like, no, but those are the lyrics, because she's like, I make up lyrics all the time when I sing songs, and so she made so much fun of me for that, which is 100% deserved. Alrighty, as this kicks off, Finn, you are the first to go.
And these two, you said that they were coming from this direction, but then these two appeared. So that was. Hopefully, I didn't miss that when I had to go.
Yeah, those are the two that I was talking about. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I am going to attack this one.
Attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot how you added and Rolex within 5 feet. Badoosh.
Ba de la douche.
15 hit.
A 15 is a miss. As you shoot at it, it's weird. They're like almost like hovering spectral plates about these individuals. You see they look like ghosts from ages past, like knights that just step forward out of the walls themselves. And as they're drawing these spectral blades out of their scabbard, you shoot at it, and it's almost like the arrow seems to kind of hit, but then gets deflected off, shooting through the window and then dissipating into magical nothingness. That was a miss.
Wonderful. Try twice.
Alrighty, with the second shot, this time, you do actually hit. And as it strikes into it, you see as its ethereal essence kind of gets hit, it seems to be extremely angry at that.
A few strikes. I didn't mean to roll that with advantage, but I don't think it's the difference, does it?
I mean, it did what it was supposed to do in terms of being twice. So you do an extra 9 points of damage. Let me check something really quick. By the way, if you guys have noticed, I have a mod on that tells the players where their health is at. So if you guys see those little indicators of where their mice are, it's just like all on top of the token. That's exactly what's going on with that.
Gadoosh.
Alrighty, and the last one also hits. as there's just complete anger on its face.
Damn, Rip, he still ain't dead.
He's still alive.
44, 53 points, he didn't die. Damn. Well, that I'm going to scoot back right here, and I will end my turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to Ganon.
Yeah. Let's get it.
You rush forward. Alrighty,
Attaboy.
that is a hit. As your greatsword strikes into it, however, you get the sense that it does not do as much damage as you would like it to.
Yours? I suspected that. So it did hit though, yeah?
Mm-hmm. All right, roll me an extra d8. So remember, for me, it is super helpful if you guys call it out before you roll it. It just makes it easy. Alrighty, as that sword goes into it, and kind of feels like it almost just goes through it, in the middle of the creature, as it's kind of like looking at you with a wicked smile, you just suddenly charge the divine power into your sword, and it just explodes it from the inside out. Still standing.
Cool. Let's do it.
A moment when Finn realizes the guy he was hiding behind moved. Sorry. This is bullshit.
Alright, that is a miss as you strike again.
We can't hear you, Tom.
Yeah, you're
No, I
muted.
was talking out loud to myself. I think that's it.
Alright, you rush forward, you get one good strike in on it. As it is its turn, it angrily turns towards you and is like, "You were not welcome here, Strahd servant!" and strikes down on you. And that is going to be a hit on you, as you take 5 points of force damage. Second swing.
Okay.
Also a hit for another 4 points of force damage. And it's like the sword actually cuts through you, but as it does, it seems to hurt you, but not necessarily your outside. There's no blood, nothing that really shows. It really reaches inside and tells you about you're not good enough, and breaks you down from the inside. It's really, I'm just kidding. That's kind of what it sounded like there for a second when I said that. Like, I heard my own words. I was like, wait, it's like breaks you down from the inside. It's like, you're
You
not
ever
pretty.
seen someone
It's like,
retract one of
why?
their own statement?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Dad, why?
He's over there tickling Tom. Tom's like, stop!
All right, Dagmar, it's your turn.
I'm gonna pee.
God. Okay. Let's. Can I move over there, or is not enough of a tile?
Should be able to. See if it lets you if you release it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect.
That's
That way I'm not in Finn's way. Oh, but I moved this turn. Well,
Don't worry, you can be in my way.
No, no. I'm gonna clear shot for you.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to shoot at it, but I know I didn't have this. I moved, so no steady aim.
No steady aim.
Kill the non-believer.
Don't steady aim with a natty 17. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll me sneak attack too. In
Yay.
past editions, by the way, undead were immune to sneak attack. Just FYI.
Noted. Grateful.
Alrighty, for a total of 10 points of damage, as the warrior kind of leans back and is about to strike at Rolak, it just turns into spectral dust.
Yay! Out of danger for the second.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, if I'm good to make another attack.
No, you're not, because you don't have extra attack.
Oh yeah, that's not because I'm not. Yep. I'm
Nice
good.
try, though.
God.
I see you.
Holy.
Finn would like to attack a fourth time as well.
I failed that sleight of hand.
Those are real sneaky.
Sneaky snack. Alrighty, that brings us to Rolak, I believe.
Yes, sir. I will move here. And I will go ahead and swing.
All right, the first one is a miss.
Yep. And then I will swing with my offhand.
That one is a hit.
Okay. And that will end my turn.
Alrighty, again, the weapon doesn't do as much damage as you'd like. Knack, you push forward.
Even
as you
silvered?
Even silvered.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what are you guys doing up there? Alright, so I'm gonna try to go see.
I got a question for you.
Hi! What are you guys doing? That should be max movement, right?
Yup.
We will toss out a firebolt.
Alright, you're firing into
good.
melee, so there's
Go
going to be
sleep
a
for
little cover. If you have a saving throw spell, might not be a bad idea either. As you belt the
We're
fire,
just gonna miss.
slam down on the ground. It shoots right by. Roll me a d100. Let's make this fun. Why shouldn't we?
Yeah, why not? My rolls are always great.
All right, it barely misses Ganon's wooden horn and shoots through the window. As just like, huh?
Around, he's just like,
Okay, that's all I got.
Alrighty, sounds good. Voth, bring us home.
alrighty. Voth is gonna move up here and completely block Finn. He's
Thunderwave.
I'm trying to move to the left, but it won't let me.
He's
Sorry.
like, bye, boys.
He jumps on top of
That's
Dagmar.
one.
Dragging and
Scooby-Doo
dropping is
the
going to be the
Shaggy
best
Dog.
one, because then it actually keeps track of how much you're moving. But there you go.
Oh, alright. And then I am gonna upcast Aid to level 3,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna cast it on Rollock, Ganon, and Finn.
Rollock, Ganon, Finn.
And I'm gonna say that should be 10. I think I didn't upcast it.
Yep.
Why is Sal?
I
8
don't
is
know what
like
it's
one of my
saying.
new favorite
Should-
spells now.
Yeah, just ignore that. Yeah, I mean, 8
Yeah,
has
that's
always
weird.
been one of the most meta ones. It's so fucking good though.
And as he casts it, he's gonna look at Ganon and say, "You're important and you matter."
See, this is why you make friends, y'all.
He's gonna let. He's got to build him up if that guy tried to tear him down.
It's
And
like
he's
it's
gonna
like that
give Finn the
meme.
extra attack.
He's just going.
He's gonna what?
Back around.
He's giving you the attack when he casts I think a healing spell. Then he gets to give someone let them
right
use their
now?
reaction to shoot, so you can shoot.
Yeah, Voth,
Oh,
go
dope.
ahead and
Yeah,
link that
yeah.
just so people at home can see it and Ganon knows what you're talking about.
Is that a feat or is that a class thing?
It's
or-
a class thing. It's a
It's
order
a
of
class
domain.
feature.
Doesn't matter.
You gave it to did you give it to Finn or to Ganon?
To Finn.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's just like this authoritative Voth who's like, "You matter," and Finn, you're like, "Ah!" as you shoot, and this time almost hits Rolak. It kind of gets stuck in his hair as this just like this beautiful, and there's just like this little who was the guy who was in Better Believe
Fabio?
It's Not Better? Fabio. It's just like this little Fabio moment as it flicks the hair back perfectly. There's a little sparkle for a second as the other window gets shattered as well.
And I'm just gonna yell, "Trigger discipline."
I'm gonna look at it and go, "Hey, Bo."
I'm gonna be like, "Really, really?"
All right. Let's do
Come on, Finn.
This is ridiculous.
All right, that brings us to
Almost
Finn.
fucking shot
All right.
Ganon in the head.
And we up. And skadoosh.
That's a hit.
And a few strikes. Good dude.
That shouldn't have the +6 on it.
I don't know why. Oh, it turns
So
out when I
rolled that
hold on.
one. Alrighty.
Rip.
Anything else?
Yep.
Roll
Oh,
that
back
natural
up.
one. Come on. I want to see that horn go out the window. Ooh, close. That is a miss.
Cute. And skadoosh. That's without sharpshooter. I was hoping just to finish it.
Alrighty. With that last hit, as you just like shooting with this repeating shot crossbow. This one also explodes outward as you guys take a minute after that. Breathing heavy for a second. Things seem to remain calm. You guys
Finn
look
remembering
out.
his.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna make a smart ass comment. No big deal. Keep going.
No, that's trademark for Sept Imperium. Are you kidding me?
I was just gonna be. Finn's gonna be like, this feels like a fucking trap. They're never this easy. We're gonna walk outside. And there's gonna be a Goliath like looking down at the window, like, hey.
I think these were from a long time ago. Were just probably like the watch that was up here. Is my guess.
Knack, make me a history check with advantage. And while he's racking his brain about that, you guys kind of look around. Damn, boy! You guys look around and you see out of the windows. I mean, it is actually early in the morning now, but you guys see, well, mid-morning. You guys can see over the fields on the east and south parts. You see the ruins of Berez far below, hundreds and hundreds of feet away from you guys, like probably actually a few miles. You guys can see over some of the forest that extends, and barely off in the distance you can actually see some of the towers and the smoke rising from Vallaki in the north. On the west side you can see more forestry kind of reaching up, and you see some of the Wizard of Wines. Like, this place definitely is a great strategic point. You can see why the Order of the Silver Dragon chose this spot. Yeah, Finn.
I want to use something I've never been able to use, but it might work in this moment. Would you allow me to use Primeval Awareness and get rid of a level 1 spell slot? I'll link it.
I think, didn't you replace that with something else? Doesn't Primeval Awareness get replaced by Favorite Foe? I forget.
No. Primeval Awareness is where I can sense animals near me. It's a UA thing.
Go ahead and link it. Go ahead and link it for me. Because, yeah, if you have it, 100%, go for it.
And...
Alrighty.
I'm gonna look at... okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and mark off a spell slot for me, if you would. And what does it
how do
look
I
like
just
as
get rid
Finn
of-
does this?
So, well, I'm actually gonna kind of confer with the group first, because what I want to do is be like, do we think there's a dragon here?
Fucking hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Well, I
Well,
remember...
There were some wings flapping last night.
So, okay.
There was
Go
a
ahead,
session
Spencer.
you were in it, Chris, but there was this
No,
shadowy dragon that came down
Yeah.
the stairs, and you went, yeah,
Okay,
anyways. But yeah,
But I'm debating between Fiend and, like,
There you
Dragon.
go. Yeah, anyways.
just
Well,
a
no,
little
I'm
shady.
trying to debate, like, I don't know how to I can't meta this, but I didn't know if I should be like, no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm saying, like, is that like a Fiend type thing, or is that a Dragon type thing? You know what I mean? I didn't know what to, like, look for.
Probably undead at this point. Probably. I don't know.
Okay. Now, David, how would you rule this? Would it show me all undead available, or do I specifically get to know one undead?
You just know that there
There
are
is undead.
some. The spell specifically, like if you go through it,
Yeah.
it doesn't reveal the creature's location or number. So it's just like a, bing, like a little yes.
Yes, Jeremy.
Just so you know, Jeff is like down the stairs.
Yeah, I
away
know,
From
yeah.
us, so
You know what?
Did-
I'm just gonna say fuck it and say dragon. I don't know if that'll classify. I mean, we'll see what happens. What I'm gonna do is kind of look at Kevin, and you're gonna see my hands kind of tingle a little bit, and then the blue mist that comes out when he gets spawned is gonna kind of go to Kevin, and it's gonna go right into his nose, and Kevin's gonna start sniffing. Like, is it here?
Alrighty. As the go ahead and mark off that spell slot.
I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of just a spell slot. I don't know how to.
You go to
Oh,
your
there we go.
spell book.
I can just type 3. We're good. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay.
You can even do -1. It's super fun. So as you kind of look into Kevin's eyes, and there's like a cute little moment where you guys just like match each other, and there's like a little this little purring sound that's coming from Kevin. So
When
you guys
I was
watch
young.
as Finn's eyes just seem to glow with this white-green energy. And as you do, there's just like a pulse that seems to come out from you, and you guys watch as there's like a small little shockwave coming out from him, and so you absolutely get the sense of dragons, elementals, fae, and undead.
So
Keep
Kevin's
in
gonna-
mind that you have a dragon.
I have a Drake. Would you, just to be clear from a meta perspective here, are you classifying that? Would that be classified as a can you tell me that?
I think
Would Kevin be classifying as a
double-check,
Drake?
But I believe
I think it would be
so.
considered a.
I'm just being clear. I don't want to be like, oh, there's a dragon here, and it's fucking Kevin.
That's why I was saying that. I was like, wouldn't Kevin do
I get your.
Yeah, that's what
It
we're
counts
like
as a
clarification.
small dragon. That is its
Yep.
type.
Fuck. That backfired. So I'm just gonna look. So you said dragon.
You killed
Fae,
Kevin. Cast
elemental.
it again.
Basically, everything on the list is here.
So I'm just gonna say, well,
full menu.
Kevin senses a dragon, but could be him, but I don't know. He's new to it, guys. Leave him alone. He's learning. But
I don't blame Kevin.
there are elementals, and I'm gonna kind of be whispering back and forth between me and Kevin. Elementals. What's a fae? Fae? Anybody know what a fae is? I'm gonna kind of look back. And there's a shit ton of stuff around here.
As a
How far is that
DM,
range?
every DM has done
6
this at some
miles.
point.
It's a mile.
But as Esmeralda kind of comes up there and goes, "Hey, I just remembered that I was here too. Are you guys
I love
boys
your
done
Fable
with your
terrain.
stuff up here?"
Okay, so now that there's the conflict is ended, the only thing of note in this room is the tapestry, right?
And back to Knack, because you reminded me just now. So, a couple things. The very obvious part is the people, the specters that you saw there. They definitely had armor and an emblem that looked like that of the silver dragon. So you're fairly certain these are remnants, souls, whatever you want to call them, of the paladins that once protected this place. Furthermore, you actually think it's interesting because you don't remember seeing that light sword at any point during that fight from any of the perspectives that you had, so you're not sure if that's maybe just part of the next chapter or something like that. Be that as it may, it was interesting. These two seem to almost have more ceremonial armor. With your 26 that you got, you would recognize that these are the armor that they're wearing, and the way that they were holding themselves seem to be more people that are dedicated to protecting something. And you think that their job in life and afterwards in undeath was actually related towards being the protectors of whatever once rested in this place. And yeah, that's just interesting. Rolak, go ahead and give me an investigation check. And Knack, follow-up question if you have one.
Yes. Neither of those were Gwillem, right? One of the Gwillem brothers.
Correct. Yeah, Rolak.
Yeah,
You
so
kinda,
I still know there should be someone here in the tower. The other brother should be here somewhere.
the only thing that is really here are those ravens that are on the rafters up there. But other than that, there's nothing else. There's no chest. You can like wave your hands around. There's nothing you can touch. You can touch some of the walls. Nothing seems to move.
I did want to do one thing just to see if it does anything. The silvered longsword that just appeared when Knack was reading the book. I want to take it and I want to place it on the mantle where the tapestry is, like where it looks like a sword could rest, and see if anything happens.
You walk over to Knack. Knack, you give him the sword.
Well, he already gave it
Oh
to me.
yeah, that's
I
right.
already
You
have
have
it.
it.
Yeah, I use.
You walk
he gave
over
it to
and
me.
you put it in there, and it doesn't seem to fit very well. It's almost like the holder was definitely made for a different kind of weird setup for that. And as you check it out, you get the sense that no, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't seem to change anything. It's odd.
Okay, just wanted to check it. All right, well, I think we've done everything there is to do here. Question: when we went up, from this tower, we could make it onto the roof, correct?
If you want to climb out, you could. There's going to be a skill check associated with not.
Yeah.
falling
Okay.
to your
No.
death,
I don't want
but-
to go on the roof. When we went down, we didn't have the. I'm trying to remember last week. I apologize. Was there a way for us to go like on to like the top floor, the third floor on the other side?
No, there's not. If you guys want to get to the third floor, it looks like you guys will have to go back down and find a different way up.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of turn it around. I'm gonna be like, so through reading the book, I have an unseen servant now, who was the commander of Strahd's forces, who was fighting his brother here, as we talked about. He told me that the brother was in this area. So give me like 10 minutes. And I want to ritually cast Unseen Servants.
Alrighty. You guys watch him as he kind of opens the book back up. There's a little shiver that runs down Snack's back as Dagmar, you kind of look towards him like almost getting ready to cast a healing spell on him. As you find the passage, and as he kind of like touches across the page, you guys just see a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and in fact you see the runes seemingly shift back and forth, like they don't make sense. It's almost like there's fog that is just represented by ink that is actually blotching the page, but you, Nak, can read it perfectly, and as you do, you cast forth the magic, and for a second, there you see, and only you, the figure of the full armored individual standing before you, and then fade away.
So I want to ask Commander Alec, is your brother in this room hiding?
There doesn't seem to be a response, and the individual that you normally or saw that first time after the first cast appeared for a second and then seemed to almost like
and disappeared, right?
You get almost
so-
like a squeeze on your shoulder, almost to let you know the servant is there, but beyond that, nothing. However, then it seems to kind of reach around and seems to tuck on your pack. And as it does, you suddenly see your little small ink bottle.
Oh, you think you flip it right? Hell yeah.
That's fucking
okay.
cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. There's no tables or anything in this room. It's just completely bare. Okay, so I will say, okay, well, I'll just set it down on the floor, kind of clear a space, clear the dust away, set down a parchment, the ink bottle, and the ink pen, and say, where is your brother? Or his spirit?
And you watch as there's just like a finger-shaped, round, kind of like almost like a bowl of ink that floats over, and upon the surface, like almost like in a horror movie, just like starts writing the letter H. E. R. E. So you just get a.
That's not
here.
creepy.
All right.
Not creepy at all.
It's fine.
So while he's doing this, I'm gonna go, Nak, is that pen just floating? Is that your new friend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's writing
Yeah.
here.
It's not Jeff. Yeah, he wrote here. So he has a brother who's also dead, who was the
Great.
commander of the Paladins here at the Silver Dragon, and he died at some point. And he's haunting this place, from what I can gather. And he's apparently in this room. So Commander Gwilyn.
Suddenly,
you,
there's another dip, and it writes no.
I'm thinking, I mean, it's your servant, but here could mean like the whole fucking manor, and he's just being vague.
There's
'Cause
a
if it's
there's
your
a little
if
ink
it's your
dot that
ghost,
just
he's probably a dick.
gets on his nose.
Yeah.
Well, I
And
mean, he
Rolex,
did
though.
serve Strahd, so.
Yeah. So I just had a thought. As we were coming up, there was no way to get to the other side because we've cleared one side. The middle seems to just be more or less staircases, and then that one chapel thing, which then turns into this tower. If we go all the way down and go back to the lobby, there was that
but there's more doorways to the left.
Well, but where we rested above that, there were stairs that we could go onto the second floor, and so we could go and we could explore that second floor where we heard the walking, and see what we find over there. And then after we completely examine that whole area, we can move on to the third floor. Eventually, we'll find your ghost brother, I would assume. Unless anyone has any other grander plans.
That's all I got.
I guess just to be sure and to do something, David, I wanna go ahead and cast Divine Sense again, but specifically, I want it to focus on undead, and if there's anything in the surrounding room, like if they're obviously in the other thing, it's gonna be like a minesweeper. It's gonna be everywhere. I get that, but like specifically around us in the room. And the other thing that I wanted to take note is looking for desecrated or sacred objects within the room.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off the ability. And Ganon, having seen Finn kind of have a little one-on-one moment with Kevin, you kind of close your eyes, and as you kind of think and focus on yourself, you open your eyes back up, and again, you feel that there's a pervasive evil that seems to be kind of sitting upon this entire place. There's a desecration, a haunting that is happening to this place. However, one thing that seems to be interesting is that this very top spot seems to be the least affected that you have noticed so far. It's almost like these tendrils that are reaching up and are throughout the house and have reached up into this tower but aren't able to make it all the way to the very top. You think there's something interesting and different about this. Go ahead and make me a religion check, Ganon. Boom! Natty 20! So, to answer one thing first, you do not feel any holy or desecrated objects or anything. There's nothing hidden, there's no secret that kind of like goes brum, brum, brum. There's no like, hey, the loot is here kind of thing at all. There's nothing. However, you think that there is something special. It's almost like this is the one place that is not touched by the evil that is suffusing the entire rest of the place. There's something that this can be a key. This could be maybe this could be a spot to turn this place around, to dispel the evil and find a way to reignite the good that once laid here. You have seen other paladins throughout this place now. You have seen them worshipping the Morning Lord, even in undeath, even when they attacked you. You got the sense that their anger was so severe, even in their death, that alone was the source that was powerful enough to bring them back from their death into some kind of weird unlife. You recognize those individuals at the bottom to be what are called revenants. Things that are able to come back again and again and again. As you have sworn an oath of vengeance, their vengeance oath is more powerful than even that. It will carry them through their entire life until whatever it is that is the source of their vengeance, their ire, their anger is vanquished. And as you kind of like put all of that stuff together and your vision kind of returns back to normal from the divine sense, you think that this place, this very top spot of the tower must be special in some way. If only you are able to find a way to consecrate it. There must be something that is special to this place, that if you are able to perform a ritual, maybe you can cleanse it.
So
and
he
drops the
repeats
spear
that.
on the ground. I know. Yeah.
I like how it started with, I just want to do something, and then all of that
And the
came
Lord.
from. Hence, AKA, fucking participating class children. Oh, God. So I'm
So-
supposed to tell us all that?
Yeah. So here it is, guys and gals. as he pulls in from like, and then you just hear David's voice come through.
So do you have any idea what this cleansing would require?
Not specifically.
No. I haven't looked at this yet. No, I don't.
That's once again David's voice comes out and goes, no.
Well then.
All right, Tom. You move your lips, and I'll just start speaking. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Ganon is pretty much the best character there is. I do the most damage. I mean, Finn and I could go toe to toe, but I would totally crush him. But then again, he gave me that horn, so I guess for now he's okay. And he keeps checking on me. That's fine. He's really building that. He's actually a real buddy of mine. But anyway, what is happening? Why is there blood under my nose? Oh God. Oh gods. Whoever you believe, help me. Anyway. Well done, Tom.
All right. Well, then let's head back to the lobby of the hotel, and then
For the after party?
I say let's go up to the second story and see. If there's an easy way to go to the third story, I personally like working our way down. But if not, we can just start kicking doors on the second floor.
I apologize. The one thing that was incorrect. So you can't access the third floor from where you're at, but you could access the roof if you are so inclined.
Well, we have great vision on the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does there seem to be anything of note that we need to investigate on the roof?
A
Big ol' hole?
So essentially what you get is a big old hole in the middle of the place. There was like a smaller roof that was actually like an A roof that was in the middle of a larger rectangle that is actually plastered. So you could actually walk on that one. There are turrets on the north side, 2 of them, that actually have what appears to be a functioning ballista on each one of those. There is a front-facing, more square turret that has a completely destroyed ballista, and the south part of it is completely blown away.
I say we stick with the plan. Let's go to the lobby. Go to the second floor. If there's a way to get to the third, let's go ahead and take it. If not, we clear the second floor.
I was
Only reason I don't want to
for Chris to ask me whether he can just put the repeating shot on a ballista and use his crossbow expert with that. Fully prepared. I just
Well, since you mentioned it.
So real quick question, David. Just one quick question.
I transfer the essence of Finn into this ballista.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Oh, man.
My only
You know
Y'all
what would
want
be fun,
flavor.
though? I just thought of this. Knack. Animate object on a ballista.
As the object is already
Damn,
facing us and
Jeremy
kills 3 of us.
Clancy and Jeremy both are like, well.
I mean,
You guys
You're
can go
saying
check
there's a
out the
chance.
ballistas
I
if you
like
guys
that
want
idea.
to.
We don't really have any need to fire ballistas right now.
not yet.
Look at David.
Oh, I'm sure they're
Look
there
at
for
David's
visual
eyes.
flavor only.
Yeah.
Then okay, let's go.
Alright.
So see if we could draw a dragon. Let's go, boys.
Two of the ballistas.
God.
Alrighty.
I don't know where I'm.
All of you guys, go ahead and make me an investigation check really quick.
Oh
god, this is
gonna go poorly.
Oh my god,
What?
what is that? Nat 20, nat 1, nat 20. I actually implemented the 0 bot. 0.
Of course, Dagmar rolls a 37 or whatever it is.
37.
That's amazing. Finn, you begin to say like, so guys, I think if we just go to like this, remember in the front of the building, and Dagmar's like, yes, indeed. If you would just go to the front of the building, there might be these little turrets that that lead us to the very top. Actually, I think the rule on page 289 says.
God.
But yeah, so if you guys wanted to cut back to get to the third level, you think that the easiest way to do that might be those front stairs. Those are the only other stairs that you guys have seen that would lead up there. Now, there's an entire north part to the lower floor that you guys certainly have not explored, but that is up to you guys. What would you
All
guys
I
like
was
to do?
saying was that if we're going to explore, we either should start from the bottom and work our way up, or the top and work our... I don't like the idea of being on the second floor and causing a ruckus. That stuff, you know what I mean, can come from either side. Chris, we can hear you like hyperventilating.
Mouth breathing
Yeah.
into
I
your
was
mic.
chewing on my fingernail, my bad.
But
That's essentially every single time you cast Divine Sense from now on, that is what you hear.
No.
my preference would be to start on either the first or the third. I don't care.
All right,
Let's go.
Let's go the first and go up.
I've been saying that for 20 minutes.
Alrighty.
Then Ganon's gonna look way down.
Oh, so
Open
far.
up, bitches!
Excuse you, Sal?
Said Bot starts walking down. He's gone.
That
Outta
is
here.
not what we heard.
Yeah, we'll just roll with that.
What did you hear?
We heard
Something,
I'm
something,
guessing your wife
bitches.
in the background go, "Open up, bitches."
The worst part is that's so fitting for what was going on. Like, front door, just open up, bitches.
So you don't have to
Just-
drag us around multiple times, David. I think the goal is to go to the first floor and then move on to the second floor, if that makes sense.
Sure.
She's-
The towerette that you guys are walking up it's extremely narrow, and it's there was actually a post about it on Imager just the other day. It's like it's constructed so that right-handed individuals have an easier time defending it, and right-handed individuals trying to go up it are just pretty much fucked. Like they have a little bit of their shield, but other than that, they can't make effective attacks. But you guys are starting to kind of like, so first you go back down the tower through the chapel, and then back up into the towerettes in the front. And as you guys are walking up the staircases there, are you guys exiting on the second floor, or it actually seems to extend up to the third floor as well?
Let's just go on to the third.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you guys
Leroy
keep walking up,
Jenkins.
also, did you guys take the north or the south? So if you were if you
North,
remember
the non-spider side.
you think there's a non-spider side?
Oh god.
I hope there's a non-spider.
Well, we killed like 15 of them, so if there's more,
I
Hey,
mean, the
this was a
non-spider
very
side
thriving
is-
commune that was just.
yeah.
And what's the marching order here?
The
in the
non-spider
back.
side is the snake side, though.
I think me and Ganon in the front, and then everybody else behind us.
Is there a door?
I'm
There
sure there
is-
will be. I think we can't see anything.
I know you guys can't.
I think all he's doing at this point is just trying to place us, Chris,
100%.
and then we can send you up as a sacrificial lamb to look for traps.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you
That would
should
be
do
our
it.
plus
That's nice.
74 perception lady.
Oh, we do have a rogue. I forgot.
Well,
Those are
where?
so good.
I'm a cleric.
How rude,
Like,
sir.
Excuse you.
That is leather armor though that you're wearing, right?
That's
Oh,
weird
it's
how that
pretty
worked out.
Most clerics I know,
I only have one request: is if you fail the investigation roll, that you just have to be loud, bang on the door, and go, "Open up, bitches!" Just
Oh,
Oh
God.
man.
So I
Alrighty,
guess,
as Sal's better half becomes the most favorite player of the stream. All right, so it's gonna be Dagmar first, and who goes after her?
I'll go behind her.
Alrighty. How many feet away?
We're
Gotcha.
we're borderline holding hands.
Creeper on the club in the club. Got it. Who goes behind Rolak?
After our elevator ride, we closed. I mean, I resurrected her for Christ's sake.
It's
No,
true.
that's fair, actually. Yeah.
All right, Ganon is third. Who goes after Ganon? All right, Knack and
I'll go after Knack.
Hey, thanks for the follow. All right, after Knack we have.
Yeah.
me.
Oh, Jeff was faster. All right, that brings us to Finn. I'm guessing
Okay, me.
then it has to be Kevin because, pets, that's apparently the order here. Voth and Esmeralda will volunteer
ain't
to be
ready.
the last. It is so many things to move around
Wow,
already.
That's
Dagmar.
why I was trying to tell you the ultimate plan, so you weren't like, I'm going to move you to the first floor, and then the second floor, and then you know what I mean,
Yeah,
and do
yeah.
one of those.
No,
funnesses.
I'm placing you guys here. Alrighty, cool. The rest of you guys are still down below, but at least now you can you guys can actually see something. So, as you guys walk up these incredibly narrow staircases and start going up, there's suddenly just like this curtain
God.
is closed in front of you guys.
Say, oh, a curtain, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same curtain? Is there another Rolak behind this curtain?
So I'm gonna whisper to Dagmar and be like, check it, and if anything seems spooky, jump backwards.
down the stairs?
Yeah, okay, actually right now there's nowhere to jump backwards, so... Hope for the best.
Rip. Okay. I will check for traps because I don't know why, but this curtain intimidates me more than a door.
Oh,
Make a
I'm like, when
perception
we
check.
start hearing there's a curtain, I'm like, oh my god. We're gonna get fucked.
The
in
show is behind the curtain.
Sorry, you
No
said
bear.
investigation, right?
Yep. No. Perception.
Oh, well,
We can still go with that roll, which
it's
is...
still a +9 either way.
Jesus
So.
Christ! You look around. The ground itself seems steppable. You kind of like take your dagger and just like try to like check it out that way. You kind of like try to sniff and hear, and it seems to be just a curtain.
Sniff. All right.
You poked it with your dagger?
That's
That's what you're in the front to do, is to poke things with your dagger?
Is there like a gap where I can look, or does the curtain go all the way down to the floor? Listen, I'm precise. David isn't answering me, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
David didn't get that question.
He didn't answer me at all.
Oh, he's ignoring the question. Now I'm gathering.
I'm just reading
Well-
up
David?
on a lot of things, just like all the different. Oh my God, what is that? A DC 35? Jesus Christ! I'm just kidding. All right,
Okay.
it seems to be relatively safe. Do you step forward?
I'll look at Rolex. It seems to be relatively safe.
Okay, I'll like I've
This is my
got both
favorite
swords
mansion in
drawn,
Barovia. I am
so I'm
Captain
gonna
Dagmar.
take my blade at the top and I'm gonna just go.
All right.
That's what you're in the front for? To use your dagger?
Touche, my dear. Touche. Well played.
You reveal the curtain and it looks safe. You see,
Very nice.
as you look down the hallway, and the rest of them like, do you see anything yet? You see a door on your left, and another door further down that pathway. A couple more doors over yonder. Yeah, it seems like there are a lot of doors. However, on the right side there's a massively destroyed, just like a. This seems to be where you guys saw
Where
that
the
massive
hole-
hole in the ceiling. This is where it
Yeah.
came down. It seems to have kind of collapsed down into some kind of a room in there.
So I'm gonna kind of turn to just Dagmar, and I'm gonna cone of whispers, so I don't actually have to whisper to them. What do you guys think? Do you think we go investigate the open hole, or should we check door number 1?
If you want, I can scout ahead and just double check to make sure there's nothing out there in the open, and then we can go and check the door.
Okay, what about this? I'll move maybe like 10 feet ahead, so the rest of the group can just kind of come up the stairs a little bit, and then that way, worst case scenario, we're not all bottlenecked on the stairwell. Does that sound good?
Ready?
Okay, so I'll go first, and I'll move to here, David.
Okay. Roll me a blind stealth check. I like Ken's approach. We had a discussion in the Polyhedra server about that stuff, but I think that the best in between is you roll your own check at the beginning as you're trying to sneakily kind of like quietly move forward, but make it a blind roll, just because that way it doesn't ruin it for you, your meta knowledge of like, oh, you rolled a natural one or something.
I have no idea how to do a blind roll. So.
Do you see that little drop-down menu directly underneath the chat log? There's a little thing that says public roll. Click on that and it'll drop down. You can select blind
Gotcha.
GM. And you have heavy armor, yeah?
Oh, hell yeah. This is not going to go well.
All right, hold control while you click that. Interesting. All right.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to kind of have my hand for just a second. I'm going to put my ear to the door. Do I hear anything on the other side of this door?
Make me a perception check.
Arrow comes through the door. It's Rolex in the face.
Roll it. No. Directly.
Oh,
for
I did it
free.
privately. Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, that makes it even more interesting. You guys watch as, we'll say, Gannon, you kind of like started impatiently moving up, which made a little bit of space there for Knack to start coming up as well, with Dave right behind you. As you put your half-elven ear to the door, what does it hear? You listen in, and you do seem to hear some voices, muffled as they are. They seem to be kind of arguing in quiet tones with one another. Deep male voices that are just like, At this rate, we're never going to accomplish our goal or our rest. Yeah, I say that we simply take the invaders and silence. You hear a voice say, we were once the order of... What was that? And suddenly there's steps that are approaching the door, Black. What do you
And I'm gonna turn to the group and I'm gonna go, it's fucking go time.
Finn's gonna ready in action if someone steps out the door.
You're down the stairs, homie.
Yeah, you
I
guys
thought we were all
Be-
piled on the stairs. Is what I
No.
thought was happening.
All right.
I didn't know if it was literal because it was a small
Three
space.
people get to do something really quick. Ganon, Dagmar, and Knack. What do you guys do as Rolak kind of turns towards you guys, says, it's fucking go time. What do you guys do?
And I did this too. I don't know what this means, but at the same, this was the first thing that came to my mind.
Fucking
It's like
Des
a
Bryant
attack
scoring a
symbol.
touchdown in this bitch. Just
All right.
It's because
Ganon.
I just watched
is
Shawn
Rolak-
Michaels fucking documentary.
Ganon, what do you do?
Is Rolak up against the wall kind of deal?
Yeah.
So it's like he's like
I
not
envision I'm
necessarily
like
hidden.
this. I'm like this, kind of like listening in.
Yeah. So I think the play is I'll get behind you, so maybe they don't see us immediately.
You
But if
rush
or I
forward.
can get in front of you.
All right, Dagmar, what do you do?
If I can remember how to measure, I'll move to about there.
Go for it. All right, you run across Knack. Your main tag anyway. You might as well be there.
I know. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go smash this. I just want to get out of the way though. Would I still have line of sight down the hallway standing here?
Potentially. As you're kind of pondering that, suddenly there's a flash, and you see your unseen servant kind of appear for a second, and there's just a pointing towards the door and a nod.
Of course, he's in there.
Okay.
Can I ready an RP action?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking, and you just so you kind of have the flavor of it.
Sure thing.
I was a paladin. Technically, I'm still a paladin, but I was a paladin. These guys are paladins, and they clearly hate Strahd, and there has clearly been a miscommunication on them thinking that we are with Strahd. This is what Rolak believes. So instead of readying like an attack or something like that, I would like to ready the ability to try to say something and do a a display to them if I can.
Alrighty.
And my display is going to be, I have a silvered short sword. I was going to touch it to my flesh to show them that it doesn't burn. And then I was going to tell them that both myself and Ganon are paladins of the Morning Lord. We are not here with Strahd. Kill Strahd.
The details on that one don't check out, but I like where that's going.
You see where I'm going? The general
100%,
flavor.
100%. As the door
I'm trying to let them know we're not the enemy.
opens up, Rolak, you can kind of see into the room as you see half a dozen of these revenants all sitting around a table. Some of them have started to stand up and kind of look at attention. One is kind of standing next to another one. You see it's just like a desiccated face. The skin has kind of like completely sunken in, and there's just these burning red eyes that look at you.
Game of Thrones.
Long-ish hair, kind of white hair flowing. And Knack, I believe from where you are, you're able to see part of that face, and it absolutely looks like Sir Godfrey Gwilym. As he looks upon your face, already a sword at his side, you see it seems to be kind of about the length of a longsword, as he already has magic kind of brimming up and down it. He looks upon you and the silvered sword, and you see his eyes actually kind of go wide, and then a furrowed brow kind of go across. You see the revenant to his side kind of look at him, almost like waiting for him to make the first move, hesitating, as Sir Godfrey just looks upon you questioningly. Seems to have put him at pause for a second, as you guys are all like what do you say, Rolak?
We are not your enemy. We are here to kill Strahd. I was a paladin once long ago. My friend here is still a paladin. I carry a silvered sword because it's what seems to work on Strahd's monsters. We came here looking for any aid in finally unthroning that demon.
Make me persuasion check with advantage.
Don't fuck me, Foundry.
Come on, face boy. Be handsome, but not too handsome. 6'2", soon to be 6'1". Come on, get this.
Oh my god.
15's not terrible.
All right. As he looks upon you, he's still listening to your words, but he sees the silver sword, and you actually see him kind of like cock to the side and just hold out his hand, almost like waiting for you to release it to him.
I'll hand it to him.
He takes it, and there seems to be just kind of recognition as he steps deeper into the room and does like a couple different attack routines, swinging it around. It seems to be almost like a perfect extension of him. And he turns back over his shoulder as he looks towards you and says, "Come, all of you. We have much to discuss."
You're kind of quiet, David, by the way.
Yeah, I was trying not to blow out the stream's audio. Because I noticed that I'm always like 150% louder than y'all. I have you guys
gotta pump it up louder.
Pump it up.
I'm gonna
Louder!
as I walk in, I'm gonna just turn to the group and I'm gonna go sheathe your weapons. And I'm gonna sheathe mine and walk in.
The other revenants get up from their chairs and just take like different positions around the room. As Sir Godfrey just stands at the...
I'm just trying to sit at the chair. I'm not trying to like sit in his lap.
Come here, good child.
You want friends?
Jeff kind of follows you, and as Jeff comes in, all of the revenants immediately pull out long swords, and seem to be getting
Wait. He is a wizard, and he does have the ability.
I told Jeff to stay in the corner.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I even said it out loud. I told Jeff to stay in that corner back there.
All right, sounds good.
You're so good.
As we're going backwards, and then back into the moment.
No, don't fuck this up. Please.
This guy kind of steps up and motions for you guys to go ahead and sit down. Sir Godfrey says, "Please, your guests, and will not come to harm. You have this upon my word. As a paladin of the Silver Dragon's Order."
Is Esmeralda hiding, or is she also coming in?
She's hiding. She's definitely like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna have any of that BS going on.
Alright.
It's so hard when you have so many different people on different things. But the Revenant steps outside, and almost like you get the sense he's almost like making sure that you guys are not being overheard. As Godfrey kind of looks about. Ooh, I want to see something actually. I think I might be able to show you guys what he looks like, because he just looks like a badass.
That looks like he's a white from Game of Thrones.
Yep, except with red eyes. It is. Oh, I can. Hang on. This is gonna be awesome.
This is my favorite when you have this stuff, because I literally leave it up while we're RPing so I can have like what to visualize.
And I'll actually have it up on the stream so people can kind of see.
Beautiful.
His stern visage. There's like these burning red corneas that are looking around, but weirdly enough, there's almost like there's still a hint of kindness, a hint of care and honor left in those eyes as they look amongst all of you. You say that you are here to kill Strahd.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to speak up and I go, Sir Godfrey, you don't know who I am, but I have some knowledge of the past, and I know that you once fought valiantly against Strahd's forces while he was still living, and we hope to continue that fight and succeed where you did not.
Where did you get this sword?
The sword? So I'm just telling you as a DM note, anything that I'm going to say to him, I am trying to be as truthful and honest as possible.
Understood. Appreciate
So
that.
so for this, the reason I'm
Yeah,
saying
if you
that is, so
misremember,
if I misremember, it's not me trying to like be deceitful in any nature. So Knack, who just said that he has knowledge of the past, we were able to acquire a journal of Strahd's, if you will, and as we've read it, we're reading it with the goal of learning weaknesses that he may have. And as we read the chapter about this great manor, this sword appeared in Knack's lap. It seemed to just manifest out of thin air.
I see.
Is that about right, Knack?
It was during the first major battle in the village, and it was dropped by one of the slain. I found it while previewing the past, and somehow it appeared here.
It is interesting to me that he would take these and ferret it away in his tomb. Maybe a souvenir. Maybe he was worried that I was going to use my sword to ram it through his damned heart.
This is your sword?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad it found its home.
I don't know that I still deserve it. But I am thankful that you are kind men. For us, and he looks towards each of the revenants, all of them looking like haunted men that lived at some point. Interestingly enough, he's the only one that seems to be actually looking like he was a paladin at one point. The others seem to be just the bodies of random corpses, of adventurers that had died in Barovia before and then came back as revenants. You, Ganon, with your role from previously, would know that that's exactly what a revenant can do. The way that they come back is they find a corpse somewhere, attach their soul to that, and then rise once more with their knowledge and abilities, shunt it into this flesh prison. But this guy, OG, there's like this little flat hat that he has, kind of like, he still has the Prime sticker on there, you know, one of those guys. Maybe the sword is better served with you for the time being. As he walks over and just places the sword gently in front of you, Rolak.
I appreciate it, but if it's yours, then you may 100% keep it. I mean, it seems like you are trying to keep the fight up against Strahd, and you know, I would prefer, if it is your blade and it seems like you know how to wield it, that you keep it.
No. There is another now. A man that rose to power after the initial assault by Strahd. With the help of our patron, we were able to push them back, but when Argynvostholt died, well, we resorted to other means to protect ourselves against the devil. The sword is better with you than with me. My soul is forfeit. The only thing I seek is the end. And to get that, I have to bring the end to Strahd.
Can you leave this place?
I could. I have. But when I leave, our current commander would have us slaughter the villagers Praise
Your
the
current commander. I thought you were in charge.
He kind of looks to the side, and you see some shame kind of flash across the brittle skin. Not anymore. Hornguard, a valiant knight, but ruthless warrior, decided that my inability to keep Argynvoshtold safe meant that I no longer was fit to lead. My choice was to subjugate myself. Exile. Or death. I was not going to forsake my brothers here. So I decided to stay. To stay beyond death. To step in the path that Hornguard is taking for us. And fight Strahd for all eternity. If that is what it takes.
If you'll humor us, I have a few questions that may aid in our battle against Strahd. Is that all right?
Just a subtle nod as a yes.
Well, the first and most obvious question is, you said that the commander orders the murder of innocents. Is that if you were to leave? Is that correct?
Yes. We have hunted down your kind before. Adventurers, newcomers. The best hope to fight against Strahd. But Vladimir believes that by striking you down and fouling your souls with vengeance against Strahd, our ranks can grow, and one day we will be able to overrun him. I may be fueled by anger beyond anything, but I know this is not the way.
Would he be willing to speak with us, or would he just try to kill us on sight?
I don't know.
Is he here?
Yes.
Is he on the third floor?
You saw the destroyed wall?
Yes,
Past
sir.
that is where he has set up his throne, where he thinks endlessly, where he has us waiting.
Ganon, as I said, is a paladin himself, and he sensed a way to make this place a beacon once again to the land, and almost sensed that there was a curse upon it.
He kind of steps
Is that
closer
anything?
towards you, Ganon. Something is not right about you. I can see the hate burning in you as well, but your soul is shrouded. Who are you?
So Ganon is like not making eye contact with him.
Why
as
not?
much-
Look at that handsome face.
I know, but his eyes are red. So he's like low key huffing and puffing underneath his nose, trying to not look at him.
Oh my god, and Loki has the same kind of a helmet. You're right.
Wow.
So he's doing that, and I guess he comes with a question, and he said, "I don't know what you mean."
Looks back towards you, Rolak. This one is cursed.
Yeah, we gathered that. It's a long story, but he can swing his sword really hard, and he hates Strahd, so we kind of haven't pushed it too hard.
Curses, much like bad bargains, can cost you everything. You, back to you, Ganon. If you truly are what you think you are, I shall remove and strip this curse from you. Make you clean.
Does that mean Do you know what this is? And he like opens his well, as much as he can anyways, because he's wearing armor, I guess, but he tries to show the ingrained kind of tattoo on his chest. On chest, it's like up here.
Looks like the handiwork of one of Strahd's generals. A witch, a vampire, a powerful one. It looks like she has experimented on you too. Do you want to remain a slave of hers? And he seems to be very closely watching the response to that.
We didn't hear you, Tom. You cut out.
Oh, sorry. He says, I am no person's slave.
Then stand up, knight. What is your order? To whom do you pledge fealty?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Yes, I don't know.
Nope.
Worst paladin ever.
To the high rolls and nat 20s. To the friends that we make along the way, drinking, I think, and real elite rolls. Just kidding, just give you a hard time.
You actually sounded like me.
I couldn't do that.
But I guess, I mean, he stands up because... I can't. I don't. I'm not sure. My memory is very vague.
I shall take this curse from you, boy. And after you can see clearly, you shall make a decision. Do not resist. He looks towards you, Rolak. I will not harm him. Tell your people to stand down. Finn, this entire time, the spear has just been like, fucking kill him, kill him, kill him. Just the entire time. So you're just like,
I'm gonna lean over to Nat and say, "Hey, did you happen to know there's 5 of them?"
Yeah? Is there significance in that?
Yeah, kind of is, man. The spear, it needs 5. You know, the ritual, the blood ritual.
These won't work for that, you nerd.
you nerd.
I say nerd. What the? I go. Yeah, no, that's not how that works. They have to be living. They don't even have blood, really.
He steps forward.
Would you stop?
And he reaches towards what looks like a beautiful silver and platinum medallion hanging around his neck. And as he pulls it out, you see that there's dried blood upon it. It must be ages old, like mostly have flaked off, and some of it is just like has literally rusted away around some of the silvery edges. And as he channels the power, you see as he kind of lets go and the energy seems to kind of go forward, it seems to be just like this bright white and red kind of intertwined into one another. And as it pulses into you, Ganon, you suddenly see as where those tattoos are revealed, this light kind of coming off of that too. Red light shoots out of Ganon's eyes for a second as you just like and just grasp at your head. But as that happens, Ganon, you're taken back years and years and years. Hand pushing past wheat fields as the Gladiator movie just suddenly plays across the screen. But more importantly, you see a woman with burning red eyes, fiery red hair pulled back, floating across the grounds. and around you. You strapped down upon this weird chair that has, like, instead of armrests, it just splays you out, and you are tied down as she takes this weird, not quite tool, not quite knife, but something in between, and incants something. You see as blood seems to come out of a vial in her offhand and goes towards the front and tip of this thing, and she starts carving into you. Your screams echo throughout this hall that you're in, this catacomb. Where are you? As you just like at the top of your lungs scream and pass out, and then wake back up, the pain kind of making you gag, and you spew to your side. You look down as the tattoo has been inscribed all across you, and you see this pale but beautiful woman kind of hover over you, and it's just inches from your face as she says, oh, your poor mind. Oh, there is some potential here. Gregor, what was the last one that we just killed? A Minotaur. Bring me his soul. And that is when everything kind of goes black again. And you wake up. And it's almost like for years you've been in a backseat watching someone else mostly do everything every day. Except for small moments when you seem to come to for a half a second and then were shunted back. As you realize there has been another essence within you toiling about. And as the remove curse spell is cast on you from him, you guys all watch as suddenly the red energy seems to coalesce into what looks like a towering specter of a Minotaur.
Where am I?
And you see it about 7.5 feet tall, wielding some kind of spectral battle axe at its side, and Sir Godfrey just looks at it. Begone, fool. And immediately, just with a longsword strike, cuts the spectral Minotaur's head off. As it just disappears. Ganon. You feel a weird helmet upon you. And you remember where you are. You've watched it all, but you remember you were at a tower and you were yourself for a moment, and then you weren't again, and then you were, and where the fuck am I? Is what you guys hear Ganon say.
Ben's gonna kind of look over and go, and you're kind of in hell, but welcome.
You're among friends, so there's that.
Friends?
Yeah, we're like
we've
best
been-
friends, man.
Yeah, we've been, I mean, I'm not going to go that far, but we've been fighting
I will.
together and working together for a couple weeks now.
And you're important, and you matter.
Kind of
like
when it
I've heard
cuts
that
it when you say
before.
it like that.
You is kind.
Yeah.
You is smart. Sorry.
He tries to stand up, and then he does one of those like things where it's like if a person was it's like if he was a mascot and he didn't know he was a mascot, and then he like takes off the like he's like feeling around. He's like, fuck, is this a stick?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he like takes it off, and he's like, why the fuck am I wearing this?
Yeah, we've been asking that for a hot minute.
What the hell?
Do you feel better?
And then he tries to like, he's looking around like really confused, and he tries to take a step forward and then falls to a knee, and then he's like, these fucking hoofs? What? Why are they strapped to my feet?
We were trying to be good friends, and not 10 minutes ago, if we'd have tried to take them off, you'd have killed somebody. So,
Kind of sort of thought you were a Minotaur. And
Yeah.
if anybody else said anything, you got a little defensive. And when I mean a little, you kind of gripped your sword like you was going to swing for the fences.
yeah, it was a source.
So,
Yeah.
well, shit.
Welcome back.
And then he's gonna come to you and be like, well, what else is that a fucking tail?
Uh-huh.
Fucking tail.
Finn. Finn's gonna be like, I've been waiting. I can't remember the exact time we've been together. I've been waiting 3 weeks to do this. Can I please yank this off you?
I don't even ask. Just do it.
I'm gonna grab it and just yank, but I'm curious how attached to him it is.
Jesus, you just start throwing around the fucking...
Yeah, it's like,
Oh my god.
Well, I think you pull it off, and then it's just like a rip, and I'm like, well, now I got a hole in my pants.
Question: is the hag's hair still attached here?
Yeah, to his sword. It's a great sword. It's on the pommel of it, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hit it. I hit it when
That's
you're.
right.
That's right. Yeah, it's
So
in your
it's
bag.
it's not back on there. Yeah, it's not on there. Okay, so he's gonna like, I can't fuck him up. Does anybody have any shoes? Any spared anything?
I will
No.
provide you something.
I
But
put the tail in my
first,
bag.
I need to know. And you see this undead man with stretched, thin, emaciated muscles and skin looking at you. There's a burning sensation, like in your very soul, as the eyes look upon you and seem to judge you, but in more of an appreciative way. It's more like Little League when the coaches showed up, you know, and the talent seekers. And as you're being appraised, does your passion still burn? Do you still feel yourself driven as you did with this entity in you?
The entity was not the force of my drive. I'm a monster slayer. I'm good at one thing, and I won't stop doing that.
Good. When you were still possessed, you said that you were without order, without a group to call your own. We, and he looks towards all of the revenants in the room, have fallen. There is no redemption for us. Not truly. But maybe, just maybe, you can be the one to carry forth the legacy of the Order of the Silver Knights. Would you join us?
You're correct. It's kind of all new to me. Again, it's like I was there, but I wasn't the whole time. I was out of school. That's where I learned. But there's still gaps in my memory.
We all create characters without backstories. It's okay. I'm just kidding.
My backstory was like a fucking page log, but
It
it
was
was very
too,
vague.
yeah. That's just what it sounded like.
It was
did not
very,
make the joke.
it was very Minotaur related for some reason. I don't.
Yeah.
We're very good. If that would have lasted any more than 5 minutes, his eyes would have set him off, and he's not a Minotaur, but he would have acted like one. Anyways, yes. If Strahd is the one that we're here to get rid of, then I think I can bring honor to the Order of the Silver Knights.
Then your
Dragon
first
Chief
task to prove yourself shall be to put an end to Hornguard. We have sworn oaths to the Order. We will not interfere nor help. This must be something that you do. Kind of looks across the room. All of you. The souls of those he slew, of the many that have come before you, will answer his call. You must prepare yourself.
May I ask you another question before we go and take care of that for you? Sorry, I actually have 2 questions. I apologize.
No, you reached limit.
The first question is, when we first came here, the essence of a dragon flew through, the same one that we saw. Is it still rest here, or?
You see anger and sadness mixed in equal measure. It is. Our Lord's soul has been bound to this place. Its anger fuels us just as much as anything. We have tried to put him to rest, but I believe there will be no rest for him until the day that Strahd is defeated. I don't know. I only hope.
Well, I'm reaching here, but Ganon said that this place needed to be cleansed. What if that cleansing has to do with laying your lord to rest? What if the simple action of figuring out how to lay him to rest would also cleanse this place?
As you say that, he kind of goes, Strahd has a menagerie of sorts within his castle. He likes to keep, and he looks at the silver sword before you, keepsakes of those he defeats to spit in the face of their legacy. The bones of the dragon, of our lord, are still within the castle. Maybe that is the key.
If we return the bones here, bring her home, so to speak.
Yes.
My last question, and then we'll get on to the matter at hand. The thing that... Oh, apparently Knack has one also. But my last question, then I'll put it that way.
199 per question, but please continue.
That's hard. Our DM doesn't give us a lot of gold.
No. 199, real life, 2DM. You get it anyway.
Okay. Got it.
Sponsored by Electronic Arts. Yeah. It's in the game.
Yeah. Loot boxes.
Yeah. Question boxes.
We had the Vistani read our cards like all adventurers do when they come here, telling us the things that we needed to defeat Strahd. One of the items was a sword, a weapon. The card told us that sword rested here. Now, once we've gotten here, there's clearly a lot of the place we have not gone through. But when we went up into the tower, the one thing that we did see was a giant tapestry that looked like it depicted a sword of light. But it was empty. Where what looks like a weapon would rest, nothing is there now.
That is true. There was once a weapon that a lord had brought with him in the final days, before Argenbush fell. It was a sword made out of pure sunlight. A sword that could pierce through the dark heart of Strahd's. But you are just too late. Another came. One who said that he had been told by the Madame Eva that the sword resided here. He struck a bargain with Horngard. He says he's working with the man from the Abbey. He seemed to be touched by the gods, by the Sun Lord himself. So Horngard abided, agreed, and granted him temporary possession of this sword.
So Zacchio got what he wanted in the end after all.
That is this one's name. Do you know him?
Sadly, yes.
He has the sword now. What he and his patron plan, I am not privy to. Horngard demanded to speak with him in private.
All right. That's the only question I had then.
Upon viewing the past as I did, you were not wielding the sword you currently hold, but you were wielding a much larger great sword, it looked like, and were throwing dozens of enemies back. What happened to that weapon?
Horngard now holds it. The commander of the forces is the one who is entitled to the sword.
I look to the grim and go, that's not good, by the way.
It is not.
Well, if no one else has questions, I'm gonna kind of look around and like pause.
All of you guys make me, well,
I asked everything I could think of that I thought this guy would be helpful on. Anybody else?
Dagmar, make me a history check with advantage. Voth, you too, actually.
Is it Alt or Control?
Alt.
I forgot.
Alt. It's Alt.
Oh,
Ooh, what's up? Tonight with the nat 20s, everybody.
I did.
Back at it again, Dagmar. Clancy seems so so uncomfortable about getting that natural 20.
How am I not rolling a 1? What?
1 for 1. I mean, you got that moment out already, so that is down in history. But Voth, you've heard of an abbey, but you're not quite sure where it is, and most importantly, it wasn't important to your mission, so you kind of ignored whatever you kind of overheard every once in a while. Plus, a lot of people
I
just
glazed over. I thought you were talking about Irwin. I didn't even realize you were talking about something else.
Nope. Dagmar, you realize, as he said, abbey, that there have been rumors that. So first of all, there's the Abbey of Saint Markov, which is, or Markovia. Let me double check. I need to get the wording right on this one. Markovia. So there is the Abbey of Saint Markovia, which is located in the town of Kresk, in the far west of the land of Barovia. You have heard as of recent, and especially the position that you are, the undertaker of the village of Vallaki, that there seems to be a miracle worker of sorts, someone who has set up shop maybe a few years back, who is able to cure people of random ailments, and Kresk overall has been faring really well. And there are some families that decided to move from Vallaki to Kresk due to that. They say that they are now being watched over by the man in the abbey.
Alright.
Share that information.
However, with that natural 20 for a total of 21, you have also heard that this Saint Markov, as he's sometimes referred to, is rumored to conduct experiments on some of the people that are beyond redemption, beyond saving, beyond medical help And there have been rumors of mongrel folk, of individuals that appear like humans, yet have monstrous appendages attached to them.
Like strong arm.
I'm just gonna look over at Voth as well, just real quick, and lean back.
Yes.
Nothing. He also just doesn't. This miracle worker doesn't sound that great. Like he might be. He likes to attach appendages to people. Maybe the strong arm guy that we had to deal with that vanished recently.
Yeah, his arm's still in my room.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who don't remember, his arm's chilling in my room right now.
It had a note on it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. That's literally all it said.
Clancy, random question for you. How did you come up with the name Dagmar?
Oh.
And is it Icelandic? Was what chat asked you.
Actually, it's a Slavic name, and it's actually a derivative of the Morning Star, which is why I picked it. And then I was pointed out by David later on that it's also from Disenchantment, with my favorite evil character.
Queen Dagmar.
Queen Dagmar, always.
Very well then. Godfrey continues. Horngard is not an easy opponent, someone to be trifled with, to take easy. He will strike you down if he does not see you fitting. We will not interfere. You're on your own. But there's a little tilt of his head as he grasps the platinum and silver symbol around his head or his neck one more time. Who didn't receive 8 before? I think that was Dagmar, Knack.
No, it
Again.
was Finn, Ganon, and Rolak.
Yeah, the 3 of us.
Yeah, I asked who didn't
They
receive it.
didn't, yes. I
Oh,
have
who
not.
didn't? Okay, yes. So Dagmar, and me.
Alright, he casts 8 at 4th level.
Ooh.
50 HP.
And
And I did notice, I looked at them, and you put it down as temp HP, but it's supposed to be real HP.
it's not
Their
temp
max
HP.
HP goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
my
your
character
current-
has fit. I have 54 out of 44. David did it right.
Okay, because I do see temp HP. Okay.
you might have temp HP from something else. It's not from me, that's for sure.
Okay.
Mine's probably my armor of Agathis that I never deleted, so I'll just delete mine.
Alrighty. Voth, Dagmar, and Knack. You guys get 15 plus current HP and 15 max HP added. As the kind of silvery red light seems to retract and kind of pull back a little bit for him, he says, "Work with the morning light. May he bless your path, wherever that may lead you." And as he turns towards the window to just kind of look forlornly outside towards the north and turns away from you guys, that's where we're going to take a quick break. See you guys again, let's say, how about 5 minutes after the hour? Sounds good? All right, so quick break. Drake, if you want to keep up the chat, though, for that giveaway. So if you want to chat with people and that kind of stuff, that'd be awesome. All right, with that, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in 6-7 minutes. See you guys soon.
Okay. Yeah, what we were talking about earlier with the giveaway is anyone that's currently watching, if you go ahead and follow the stream, anyone that follows the stream, we're taking a note of all new followers for the month of May, and at the end of the month, we will be drawing someone to get a free copy of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. So anybody that wants to go ahead and give us a follow, a sub, or a cheer, anything of those natures will count as an entry. not what I meant to paste. That was what I meant to paste.
Just real quick, how am I sounding here? Because my mic has been all over the place tonight.
You sound great.
Okay, cool. Not like having to mute myself there for a bit, but
Did you do a wardrobe change?
no, I just took off my shawl. Yes, halftime I do a wardrobe change. Hello.
I was like, wow, she's not playing around here. She's got different wardrobe, whole new outfits. So
Now
professional.
during the break, it's Clancy's fashion tips 101. Dress
Yeah.
in
That's
layers.
that's what it seemed like to me.
Dude, Drake's fashion tip would be if I dress in layers, I die. That'd be so hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to, I guess behind the screen, is that what David says?
Yeah.
For everybody at home? Yeah, this room, I have to shut my door because just the walls don't have any noise resistance to it, and this room is horribly, I guess ventilating might be the right word, so it just gets so...
He did end up having to leave, but he had some different thoughts as the rest of the group. It would be the easiest way to put it. Yeah. Well, we were telling chat. Sal didn't know who Zachiel was, and I was also informing chat because we all knew who Zachiel was, but they didn't. That he was a former member of the group. In real life, he had to take care of some other things, so he left. But his character actually ended up kind of almost becoming a little bit of a zealot, and then we last saw him at the church in what's it called? What? Valaki, yes. And we haven't seen him, maybe in a week or two. But his character, from like Finn is not a fan of, and Rolak wasn't really as well. So it'll be very interesting. And now that the item we were sent here for, that Rolak came here to get, he's found out that this gentleman's taken, also doesn't put him high on Rolak's friend list.
I'm so mad I missed that perception.
We can't hear you, David.
No, I know. At this point, I did it on purpose. Spider 101 called me out on that. I was like, whoop, yep, definitely forgot to mute myself there. So I was just going to play with the whole, like, I'm going to mime for the rest of the session. That would be interesting. Like, make me a perception check. Could be maybe something like this, right?
Jesus Christ.
Roll initiative. It'll just be like this. It'll be fine. This will be great.
All right.
Wow.
That one landed really flat.
Right.
I'll recognize that once more. You guys are too
scared
freaked out
now.
for that joke. Alrighty. So as we're going back in, if you're just tuning in, or wondering what the hell just happened there, what did you guys do?
Just demonize you gave us. Oh, cut that.
What the hell is that? What?
I don't know what.
Is that like a chroma key to blue or something?
It was like to like. Actually, I think it's to. Yeah, it is to blue. Yeah.
Because I figured your eyes definitely picked it up. That's awesome. All right, if you guys are just tuning in, we're just back from the break. These fine adventurers had moved into a room with some revenants in it. The revenants seem to not be opposed to you guys, but will also not lift a finger in what seems like is going to be a confrontation with the current leader of the shadow of the remnants of what are now the Order of the Silver Dragon. Ganon had been told that if he is able to overcome and defeat Hornguard, he may actually be part of it, if he wants to be. You guys stand around the table, or sit around the table now, as Godfrey is looking out the window towards the north. The revenants kind of shift around as the door suddenly opens up. Sir, there is another one. A Vistani. And there seems to be just complete derision and hate in that word, as she says.
She's with us.
What the fuck?
It's all good. It's all good. We all hate Strahd, so we're all friends. I'm just gonna like cut her like be cool eyes.
All right. Godfrey just kind of looks over his shoulder towards her and says, and then like you can, he just kind of does like a scoff and then looks towards you, Rolak, and says, "Better watch yourself. Those ones are the ones that saved Strahd and thereby doomed this land."
Long time ago, not her people. Can't choose where you're born into, but now she's trying to kill him, so.
Crosses his arms back behind his back and just looks out the window.
I am going to cast before we fucking head out.
Fireball.
No.
Ooh. Pretty good roll.
Give myself 7 temporary hit points. All right.
I guess all that's left is get to it.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's still a racist remark there at the end by him. I'm just gonna push him like, well.
Oh, for sure. Old,
Not
real
kinda
white
maybe,
dude. But as Esmeralda goes, hold up, what is happening?
I'm gonna whisper. Here's the cliff notes. He wants to kill Strahd.
What are cliff notes?
Here's the short version of a long
It's what's
story.
written on cave walls by ancient people.
Okay.
Everybody here was killed by Strahd. Their hate for Strahd is keeping them here. Their dragon, their lord, was taken. The bones are taken by Strahd. If we can get the bones back, we can remove the curse here. Okay? That's end game. Current
Okay.
problem is that he used to be in charge. He's a good, honorable man. Wants to fight and kill Strahd. The guy in the next room, yeah, just stay with me. Guy in the next room, not a good, honorable man. Actually sends these revenants to kill innocent people. So we're going to go have a talk with him, yeah.
And by talk, I mean you mean
Yeah,
fight
he
with
can still
evidence
him
on
and
the other
fight.
wall. Mhm.
Yeah.
totally.
When I say talk, we're gonna use our weapons.
The Revenant closed the door behind you guys, just FYI, so that conversation did not ring through the hallway and around the corner.
Sound good?
What about this sword that you came? Wasn't that the whole reason you came?
Yeah.
kind of turns over his shoulder one more time to look.
Well, so about that,
Right,
I'm
you
getting
said
the impression
Madame Eva gave you the notes. I understand.
the bad guy in the next room, the one that's telling these honorable paladins to kill innocents, made some kind of deal with Zach, who is somebody who is an outsider that we knew once upon a time, and he took it and apparently went to an abbey in a town we have yet to go to, so that's a problem for another day.
Why can't anything ever just be easy? It's just all there. You just get it all from the same chest and you just win. That'd be nice. And then you live all your days easy and happy. And
Clearly haven't met our dungeon master, but that's a whole other story.
what is a
Let's
dungeon
keep on
master?
going.
That sounds like something weird and kinky I'm not into.
Do you know what a MacGuffin is?
I have heard of those. Van Richten talks about them all the time.
That's all we got is MacGuffins.
Okay, my thoughts are me, Ganon, and Esmeralda in the front. We will walk up. Actually, Esmeralda, why don't you stay in the back on the back line? Because one thing that Sir Gregor did say is that
Godfrey.
he will call Godfrey. Apologies, sir. Drake has a terrible memory with names. That he will summon those that he has killed, which means that we could potentially have others come, and you could protect Finn and Dagmar and Mac. Esmeralda, if you'll kind of hold the back and wait for that, and Ganon and I will push up the front. Does that sound okay?
Sure, I'll keep this man alive. She kind of pats Knack aggressively on the back. Wings.
All right, let's go.
All
It's
right.
all getting to the hall, so
Hey, Jeff, come on.
David, can I go around the corner, or is it going? The second I go around the corner, is it going to pause for my group too?
It'll probably pause for the group too. I can move you guys as wholesale if you guys want me to.
That's what I was just meaning, is so that we could kind of saunter up there as a crew.
So you guys walk around as I will also get the stream refocused so you can see what is going on here. There
That's
we
a
go.
very cool throne.
All right, so first things first, the description. You see the roof here is completely collapsed in, and there's like this 20-foot diameter gaping hole up top with broken rafters bisecting it all throughout. You see puddles of rainwater that has kind of like gathered here, and you gather that some of the water that ran down into that dining room you guys stepped through must be coming through this. However, as you guys all kind of go ahead and position yourselves however you guys want to as I read that description. You watch as this west wall of this 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole and a pile of rubble. You see weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings faces 3 tall windows to the west. Slumped in the throne is a gaunt, armored figure with a gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of a greatsword. And who are you?
We are 2 paladins that are here to defeat Strahd with several allies.
This is what this man looks like, and the sword that he is holding is beautiful and terrifying all at the same time. You see he has like a middle grip and a lower hilt where you can definitely wield this Zweihänder extremely efficiently. And we have a little prediction going. What is this one? Will the backline die? Always. But I just blew him up. He's not actually giant size suddenly in front of you guys. Just players, not to freak you guys out. But just so you have a little bit more of a view of what he looks like. You hear this mirthless laugh that kind of comes through cracked lips. You see the same burning red corneas in this man as well. Many have said the same thing hundreds of times.
We have something that they never did.
Oh, please. Tell me.
I'll show you something that I promise no other adventurer has shown you, if you'll answer me one question.
He
Fair?
actually gets up. And you can see this man in life was probably like 6'3", 6'4", incredibly handsome and absolutely ruthless. As he just uses the sword almost like a... Yeah, Jay, that's exactly what it sounded like. As he steps forward, almost using this great sword like a walking stick. And what is that?
You made a deal or an arrangement with a pretender, Zakiel. I'm curious what wager he struck with you for you to relinquish such a powerful weapon against Strahd to him.
He was able to strike a bargain with someone I thought an adversary. But no. Zakiel will provide me with an army to crush Strahd's defenses with. What can you provide, little man?
Well, we've already killed his mummy, the Baba Yaga.
Babysitter.
And I'm gonna kind of like elbow Ganon and be like, "You want to see her hair that we took from her, that we scalped from her?"
Disgusting. Only base mercenaries keep things like this.
Well, before the pot starts calling the kettle black here, you're going to have Zachiel provide you with an army, but you'll need people for this army. Are you planning on slaughtering innocent people in the sake of your cause?
There are no innocents here. The people who moved in and settled this land and started calling it Barovia, they are all vassals, those who swore their lives to Strahd and the Zarwich family. They're not innocent. Most of them don't even have souls. I am more of a true person than most of these disgusting, sniveling creatures that call themselves innocents.
So I'm just going to kind of like slightly turn and go, the only other thing I can offer you then, and I'm going to look back towards Finn, and I'm going to go, Finn, did you happen to bring any cheeseburgers? Maybe some
French fry, motherfucker! And I'm gonna pull out my crossbow. So,
and with that, we're gonna be rolling some initiative.
Hell yeah.
Esmeralda's just like, what the fuck is a cheeseburger?
It's French fry.
I'm gonna tell you cold-heartedly, I was wishing on everything that was holy that his bitch ass would appear. I mean, the fella known as Zach. Sorry. Well, we have an unfinished conversation, if you remember. I mean, we left.
That's what I said. I was like, both Finn and Roll, like before this weren't friends, or with him, but now.
Oh, he really ain't gonna like me.
Oh yeah, no shit. Well, it sounds like that's what he's doing anyway. It sounds like he's killing people.
Yeah, right.
So he's like gone full zealot. What is that initiative roll?
No, that's not true. It's got to be fake.
Hey, I'm using the new True RNG mod for Foundry, so we're actually using gambling approved numbers.
You clearly screwed up Nakanai's initiatives, so.
Hey, my last initiative was 6, so.
Hang on. Hang on.
Kevin to some 3.
Even Kevin beat me.
I mean, Kevin technically doesn't have a turret. That was 100% on me. Kevin? IRL Kevin, get the heck out of here. I'm not going to use that dirty mod. Stop suggesting it. Alrighty, this shit is about to go down. We need some more exciting music for this one. Let me see if I can get this.
What is love?
Because I feel we can go a little bit after tonight.
This comment is actually brought to you by Drake and his many industrious plans. Drake, can you tell everyone about what is it called? The giveaway really quick while I get this music.
Oh yeah, so anybody that decides that they want to follow, sub, cheer, do anything during the month of May can enter to win Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. At the end of the month, we will do a drawing based on people that have done that. If you decide, hey, you want to do all 3, you can have 3 entries. So more power to you.
And for every bit above 500 is 1 second of nibble.
Alright, as we're about to kick this off, on initiative 20, winning the tiebreak with Rolax, suddenly, Hornguard, you just see him go, I was hoping you'd say that, and suddenly, out of the ground, multiple of these spectral warriors seem to ascend.
I figured would happen.
Oh, it's them again.
I'm gonna turn to Jeff and go, he was hoping he would say cheeseburger? That's really weird.
Oh my god.
You know how to know when the DM's cheating? It's the first natural 20 I've ever had on initiative.
You did? That's hilarious.
This is not going to go well.
Oh, hey, girl!
Now y'all know why I had Esmeralda stay at the back lines.
As
Oh,
there are all of these spectral warriors that suddenly seem to just kind of go up, and there's just a moment where Horngard just goes, "What? You thought I was just going to lay down and let you kill me?" Rolak, it is your turn.
well, that completely changes my plan.
Good.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I hate when people take forever on their turns. Ooh, that's a lot of mobs.
Oh my god, yeah, Cell totally is the hype conductor train conductor. That is badass.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh, we've got 100 bits going already while Rolak is thinking of what his next move is going to
If
be.
I move right here, we'd be in a choo-choo, right? So that way there wouldn't be any advantages, correct?
Correct.
I'll go. Come on, let's ride the train. And then, yep. Hope for some decent rolls.
All right, as you strike the one next to Voth, and you're cutting through with your packed weapon, the shadows kind of being able to cut through this creature pretty efficiently.
Okay.
However, the silver longsword goes wide.
That ends my turn.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, you guys see all of them. But at this point, doesn't matter. The creature kind of shoots forward and makes an attack against Ganon. First attack is going to be a miss. Second attack, natural 20. Woo! All right, Ganon.
That's how we're gonna start.
You take 18 points of force damage as again this thing cuts right through you, and you just hear a "You're a better Minotaur than a man," kind of cutting directly deep into your soul. Clancy's face, priceless. All
Just shit talk these specters.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Now we're talking about like real stuff. All right. Shit. All right, Esmeralda would really like to cast lightning bolts, but currently is kind of in a really bad position where if she were to shoot it in any of the directions, she's gonna hit a lot of you guys. So instead, she's going to try to focus on this. She's going to step to the side here, step around, and try to focus the attack on the one that is by Knack. Alrighty. So she pulls out her hand, or she had her rapier and hand axe. First attack, natural 4. Second attack, natural 14. That is going to be a hit, and because it's a magic weapon, full damage. And lastly, with the hand axe, going to be a miss. As she says, "Don't let yourself get surrounded." At that point, even though she puts herself directly in the middle, this guy moves over to the side here and is going to flank you, Ganon, since you no longer have your buddy right there. It's going to be 5 points of force damage. And the next attack. Oh my god, a natural 1 and a natural 20. Alright, as you take 14 points of force damage, Ganon. Both of them cutting into you. Insert Yo Mama joke or something. I don't know. You guys figure it out. Alright, this thing is going to move over here and make an attack against you, Rolak. First attack is going to be a hit, actually. Do you have anything fancy as a reaction?
Not yet.
it's sorry, it's like that. I feel so bad because it's like that Hexblade reaction. It's like, I've got 2 fucking spells.
I do have something I could do, but I have 2 fucking spells, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need Armor of Agathis on both of them. So no.
All right. All right, no. Okay. So, as the thing strikes you, that's 7 points of force damage, which cuts through your false life. Second strike. Ooh, that's another hit. Anything fancy for this one?
God damn!
Yup, that one was a 22 to hit. As it strikes down, that's going to be another 11 points of force damage. Knack. Shit is looking insane. What do you do?
Retreat.
Retreat. Yeah, to where?
There's no retreat.
I know. I'm not saying retreat. I'm trying to advise that I have an option. Back up a little bit.
I can't. I'll take an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
So I can't move. Well, technically I could.
If you stay within its sphere, you'll be all right.
Can I go there? That's too meta. I actually do want to go here, so I should not incur an attack of opportunity if I move through my skeleton, go on the other side of it, correct?
Hang on, was answering a question that I myself posed, so
You good?
there's that. Move where? On the other side of the skeleton? Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do that, and then I am going to start to try to create some friction on my staff.
Whew, alrighty, where do you focus it at? Alrighty, as you
Right there.
let's see which points you can see, because it doesn't have to be a point you can see, I believe, but yeah, that kind of makes it. Alright, would you like to describe for the people at home what it looks like when that little mote comes out and explodes outward?
So essentially, I start to, as if like a Boy Scout trying to start a fire with my staff, place it on the ground, and I start to shift it between my hands as quick as I can, which lights a small little mote of fire that I fling out with my staff, and it just like lazily goes there until it gets to a certain spot, and then it just absolutely explodes.
As the little mote shoots outward, kind of curving a little bit around there and exploding outward, that is going to, as it stands right now, because if you hover over it, you actually see what squares are affected, which I absolutely love that they added that in. So this one is actually excluded from that if you want to slightly reposition that by chance.
I don't think that I can with my line of sight. I can only hit to here.
You could do it right there, which seems to be, if I'm correct, yep, that does not include Ganon, but includes the ones that you wanted to hit.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, that would be great.
And these boys say I never do anything for them.
Yeah, after you drop 40 bombs on the board.
Alrighty. As the fireball explodes outward, let's go down the line. The first one fails, takes the full 24 points of fire damage. Let me double check something real quick. Alrighty. Second one fails, takes the full 24 points of fire damage. Third saves, takes half damage. Hornguard fails, takes 24 points of damage. As the fire rescinds, and that wooden throne is just kind of like burning beside him, he's just like, you just made this very interesting. You see kind of like his skin stretched taut. There's still some fires on his hair and some points on the shoulders and stuff like that.
You're welcome. That's all I got.
Alrighty.
Oh, bonus action will tell Jip to attack the nearest enemy with however he just attack the nearest enemy.
Alright, sounds good.
Because I don't think he has a dagger.
This guy's going to swing down on Rolak. That's a hit. Fancy?
Nope.
Alrighty. Strikes at you. Next strike. Oh my god. Also a hit, just barely. All right, that's going to be
Might
another
have an
7.
18 armor, boys.
I
Just
know.
gonna take it
it's-
all off.
Oof. As it's like trying to cut into you. All right, next one coming up is going to be that guy between y'all and odd or even, Sal.
An odd one, so let's go odd.
Alrighty, strikes at you. There's the natural 2 I've been looking for. Second strike. Also a miss. No. Yeah, it is a miss. Okay, I was looking at your passive perception for a second. It's like a 12. But no, that is a miss. All right, Dagmar. You kind of almost feel this innate feeling of just disgust and feeling overwhelmed by that. So the thing that I sent you, I don't know why that's not on the sheet, but you absolutely have access to that.
Yeah, because that definitely changes my plan.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
Yeah. So now I'm just trying to figure out the range on where I can be, because I really...
It's 30 feet, I believe. Let me double check on that. Yep.
Yeah.
And the big one is like nothing can be behind a wall, so you would ideally want to stand like right there or something.
Okay. Because originally I hate the fact that we're leaving Ganon with... He's perfectly flanked, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Big Boy didn't even
The
get to
more
go.
the merrier.
Voth is right at the end. You're right, Sal. And Sal knows like what he wants to do, so it's gonna be like 17 seconds, and then he's gonna be like, "Yep, that's my turn."
So you're saying I should be like, what, next to Voth, or can I still be next to Ganon, sort of, or?
Well, unless you're here, it doesn't matter.
This might be the best place to do it. Like, you're not gonna be able to get Hornguard or this guy with that, but you'll get a majority of the undead. If you move over there, you're not gonna get this guy.
Okay. I think as long as I can get the most away from our heavy hitters, then I think we'll be good.
So you want to focus it more on the left side?
Yeah, where you suggested, I'm fine with going there. I feel like that would be good. Suddenly getting flustered and forgetting to press space.
All right,
So
Dagmar, you rush forward all over this kind of like crumpled debris that is everywhere here. As you reach for your holy symbol and do what?
So, using Channel Divinity, I'm going to turn undead, and she's going to yell out, and her rosary is very, obviously old, and like she's used the mending spell several times. And as she yells out, by the day of light, be gone, you foul souls. The beads aren't solid beads, they're actually old glass beads that seem to refract light in small crystalline rainbows within that 30.
That's awesome. Alrighty.
Pro description, by the way.
For real, yeah. Clancy's an awesome GM, by the way. So we'll use that for now. It's not Path to the Grave. It's actually Channel Undead. No. Or, Turn Undead. For some reason, it's not there. The only question that I have, what is your spell DC right now? 14. Alrighty, sounds good. As all of these guys that are within 30 feet of you have to make a Wisdom saving throw against that DC. All undead. All undead.
By the way,
Jeff!
chat, this is an item we have had for like 4 months.
No.
And never used.
Nope. This is just a cleric ability.
Oh, I thought this was the symbol of Ravenkind she was using.
This is just clerics being badass. Make me wisdom saving throw for Jeff, if you would.
Oh, sorry, Jeff.
Another reason to kill Zachiel. That number's going to 5.
I'm so sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, that number is going to 5. Hold on, I gotta...
Clancy, can you cast me Bane without consuming a spell slot? That's going to be the easiest for me to make that wisdom saving throw, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a good idea.
Because then I can just mass click.
There we go.
Oh, he do not save.
Charisma. Oh shit. I thought it was a wisdom saving throw. Hold up. Oh yeah, I can do one of the best. Monk's toolbar is such a phenomenal thing. I just remembered that I had it. If you guys have it for Foundry, get it. It is amazing. Did that show up as a public one?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know how I can do that.
I don't
I
think it
couldn't
showed.
see it.
I'll do it!
It didn't show me roll.
I couldn't see the numbers, but I saw all the listing.
Yeah. How about now?
Yes.
Yeah, still see it.
You can still see it?
But we can't see the
Yeah.
rolls.
So you don't see those rolls?
No.
No.
Alrighty, that is
Yeah, he
1,
wants to cheat.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fails. Whoo boy. Alrighty.
What is this causing?
Good job.
So turn undead.
Wait, you
is
including Jeff in that fail?
8 fails. All right, so turn undead. I'll put it in the chat for us too. Class feat, turn undead. It's fucking badass. So, really, come on, just give me the.
I owe you 1 skeleton.
No, it's not destroy undead yet.
No, yeah.
You're not high
yet.
enough level for that one. But, so, at second level, you gain the ability to turn undead. When you do that, as an action, you present your holy symbol, speak a prayer censuring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. Turned creatures must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, it just takes the dodge action. It literally just says nope. It is so badass.
So this just makes them all run away?
Pretty much.
So they're frightened.
They
Essentially.
cannot attack unless they are damaged.
Yeah, they're frightened.
So when they run away, don't have to.
Then don't we have to deal with them like once on their second turn?
No, this lasts for a minute or
For a
until they're
minute.
attacked.
Yes, so 10 rounds, right?
Yep.
Okay.
To hit the guy that summoned them.
So MVP stat is Dagmar or what?
Fast bro.
Yeah,
Fast
boy.
bro. Gannon. Let's get it.
Bye, Jeff.
Sorry.
Enjoy your trip.
Sorry.
Jeff! No!
Ookie spooky rainbows. I'm so sorry.
But at the same time, I'd rather Jeff go and the 7 of these dudes go.
Pretty sure I actually saw her targeting Jeff when she did that.
Yeah, specifically just like, fuck you! You took my armor!
Don't be wrong.
Alrighty, sounds
Wait,
good.
wait
So
a
the
minute.
ones that have the
Did she-
little over their faces have that going on. You still have your bonus action
Okay.
and a little bit of your movement left. What would you like to do?
With
Big
that,
move.
oh shit, he's not scared. Well,
There's 2 of them. Just making sure, David. This one is still not scared, and this
Mhm.
one is still not scared.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
uh,
Oh, and that one down there in that corner, and then this one over here.
Mhm.
yeah, because I can reach with him.
Copy that. Copy that.
I guess I'm gonna risk
Screen
taking an
faces,
attack
right?
of opportunity.
They have
because I
no.
wanna head
Oh yeah,
back.
this one might get an attack of opportunity. You're right.
Yeah. Yep. I want to head back and try to support Ganon still. So.
Nice. All right. Do you pull out like a short sword or something?
Wait. You're. I'm sorry, I won't say it.
This
She's
is not a
she's got 30
concentration
feet.
thing.
No, she's a rogue, so couldn't she bonus action disengage?
She could.
Oh.
She's trying.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, because that is a bonus action. Thank you. Then yeah.
I didn't want to drive, but at the same time, I didn't want you to take
No,
an
no.
unnecessary attack.
I appreciate it. I really do.
As a
'cause
fucking
I-
meta raven goes. Bonus action disengage. Just runs around.
Wow, blessings of the Raven. Yeah.
Erwin?
Thanks, Erwin.
Hey, just to be clear, David. Now that she's moved, is it retroactive? So they would have to move from her new position, correct?
Yup. They have to move away from her, and then after that, they cannot get closer than 30 feet from her, to her. It's in chat if you want to read it through. And kind
No,
of understand
I
it
was
a
just
bit better.
double checking now that she moved if it stays, or was it from the cast point?
It is her. Yeah.
Just pick something that's not
Frighten
right.
Frighten works the same way. Alrighty, does that end your turn, Dagmar?
Yes.
All right, cool. This is a big combat. I just want to make sure that I can get through everything here. Alrighty, this guy moves over there, tries to make his swings again, but hey, at least no more advantage. First swing is a miss. Second swing, also a miss. All right, that brings us to next boy, and I think that boy is also not scared. And is going to Finn. Heads or tails? Sorry, odds or even?
Even.
Alrighty. Alright, strikes at you rather than Kevin. First attack
Of course.
is going to be a hit. And you definitely don't have anything fancy. Alright, that's going to be 8 points of force damage. Second attack is going to be a natural 3. Ends its turn there. This guy straight up just goes through a wall and disappears.
Oh, well, that changes shit.
Kevin certainly could make an attack of opportunity. But yeah. You guys have that meta crow is just like, don't attack them, come! Really, that was Dagmar saying it at the end of it.
Right. Well, that fucks a lot up. I did not know they'd go through walls.
As the flames kind of
I know, I just
start
didn't...
flickering out, this guy is going to step up towards you, Ganon. And the sword kind of sparks as it goes along the stonework of the floor here. As he swings it around, you can see it actually cut a path in the stone itself, almost like it was just nice warm butter. As he looks at you and says, I'm going to have a lot of fun with these.
Come on, natural one.
However, as he's just like kind of looking at you for a second, Ganon, he actually looks towards. Let me see something here. Dagmar, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's not that shit again.
Okay.
Not that shit again.
Revenants, baby.
With
God.
saving throw.
There you go, girl.
Damn it.
That's okay.
As the eyes kind of flash, you're just like, and you kind of give him like the stare right back as you guys have like a little bit of a stare off, and he just kind of goes, nah, fuck it then. JF is just gonna be like, ah! And starts running away.
An R2-D2 scream.
Good luck, Jim.
Thank you very much for the host, by the way.
We have a host?
Okay.
Hi, guys! How's everybody going? How's everybody going? Jesus Christ. Sometimes my English is like I just barely moved here. I've lived here for a decade and a half. Oh, boy. Alright, that brings us to Finn.
Alright, can I move like here, and then through Voss Point to here and not take a opportunity attack?
No, you will get an attack of opportunity unless you disengage first.
I thought that it was frightened. I wouldn't see that. Well, yeah, the ghost teleporting to the wall changed what I was going to do. Okay, so fuck it. Zephyr Strike is my bonus action. Yeah, I'm going to Zephyr Strike as my bonus action. I'll go ahead and cast that on there. Why is it not letting me there?
I don't even know what happened with that movement pattern there, but that was fucking hilarious.
And then I will attack. I am teleport and change what I wanted to do. He just walked through a wall and disappeared, you said?
Mm-hmm.
He's a good ghost. He probably went straight down, would be my guess.
Yep, okay. So, okay, I will just...
Their names are not Casper, and they're absolutely not friendly ghosts.
Okay. So to try to help my caster out here, I'm going to attack this one right here.
Alrighty, sounds good. So you cast Zephyr Strike on yourself. It's just like, fuck, 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 running between Esmeralda and Voth. Fuck, 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 past the guy that is right there. Kind of come to a stop at the wall. Pull out your hand crossbow and go ahead and make your attacks. All right,
18.
that is a hit.
I'll add the Zephyr Strike for the D8. Oh, and
All
I
right, go ahead and
technically
roll
already
me a
rolled
D8.
it. Well, I rolled the D8 already when I cast
Yeah,
it.
roll
but
another one.
just-
You might roll
Oh, okay.
higher. Who knows? Motherfucker. Alrighty. That does a little bit of extra damage.
Okay, and then I might use my extra attack on that guy as well.
Yeah, rip indeed. God damn it. 16 is sadly a miss as you the first one seems to kind of like shoot the ectoplasm through the shoulder and out the back. The second one goes over its head.
That will be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. This guy is terrified of you and is going to move away. As you guys all see, all of these Phantom Warriors just go and seem to be kind of recoiling away from Dagmar. Just imagine how many attacks that would have been without that. Oof.
As they look over at Rolak and Ganon's health.
All right, Ganon.
This one's set up, right? Link?
This one is what?
The one that Dagmar's behind?
You're in a
Set up.
terrain.
Yeah, that one
Fine.
doesn't seem to be affected by the turn undead. No.
I think what he's asking, I don't think you have advantage because right now, even though he's technically scared, this guy right here is still also there.
It's still a conga line.
You're still in
Yeah.
a conga.
Yeah, you have 3 live enemies. Actually, these 3 here.
All right, well, fuck it. I'm gonna go for Big Bed. I'll do Vow of Enmity on him. It's my bonus action.
On big guy.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Come on, Crit.
Do I need to hold Alt or will it roll both?
You have to hold Alt.
Yeah.
It's just like, and you try to strike down, and he just kind of like almost leans the sword to the side. There's some, yeah, you see your sword actually get shaved a little bit. There's like maybe like a 1/16 of an inch worth of sword that is shaved off of yours as he uses it to just hold it to the side and block that attack away. And there's like all of this kind of coiled in and of itself on itself ribbon of metal on the side now as he just smiles. You're going to have to try harder than that. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Stasia. Stasia?
Okay, well, let's go again. I will try harder, hopefully.
Hey, you tried a little bit harder, and this time it paid off. That is a hit.
Okay. Since it is a hit, I'm going to Divine.
Alrighty. And he does count as
Level
undead,
2.
so perfect.
You got to roll an extra one.
No, he did already. You held shift, right?
He said he was
Oh
doing
no, you cast it at
you-
second
you-
level, so yes, you do get one more D8.
Yeah.
Oof. Alrighty, for a total of 40 points of damage, though. That's pretty legit.
Well,
With
it
the
might be my
backswing.
last turn.
Huh?
It might be my last turn, so I was like,
You kind of go up and there's all of this radiant, but like it's the silvery white with infused with some red light that cuts across him as he's like,
What? You're going to pay for this.
alrighty, do you stay where you're at, or do anything else? 3 attacks opportunities, go straight north.
Be full. Oh yeah, you're right. Be full.
yeah, he's saying like, I'm done.
All right, Kevin doesn't have a turn. Damn it, that one is on me. That brings us to Phantom Voria. So that is going. That's why that does. Okay, that's good to know. All right, so Sorry about that ear explosion there. This guy is going to... invoke an attack of opportunity from Esmeralda and move in on you, Finn.
Interesting.
That's a miss from her, and then it's going to strike down on you. First attack is going to be a hit, 7 points of force damage. Second attack. Oh man, that AC is killing you. Also a hit, 10 points of force damage. You guys are just watching poor Finn getting completely annihilated in the back there. Alrighty, that brings us to, last but not least, Voth.
You know, I'm not sure what I want to do. I haven't had time to think about this.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't paying attention. What's going on, guys? No.
I was watching The Walking Dead on Netflix or something.
Yeah, right? No, I'm going to take an attack opportunity from this guy above me. I'm going to go over to Ganon.
Alrighty, and that
So if you want
spectral sword is a miss.
Alrighty. I'm going to reach out to Ganon, touch his shoulder, and I'm going to touch myself, giggity.
Uh-oh. It's lighting up.
Sorry, we need a
Okay.
full wall of Jeremys for that one.
And I am going to use twin protection from good and evil.
Ooh, do you have the materials for that? Yeah, I think you do, actually. Yeah, we'll go with it. Alrighty.
So, me and him. And that gives him an attack that he can do.
So, protection from evil and good is pretty badass. Specifically, what that does is give creatures that are of a specific type disadvantage to attack you, Tom.
And Tom, you can take an attack on that guy. He's gonna touch your shoulder and he's gonna say, "You did good. Do it again."
Oh, this guy's pretty optimistic. Okay, so I guess I'll attack the guy again.
I love that Tom always goes big or goes home. Oh, shit! Which is fun because I was almost going to say, oh, no, you did roll with advantage. That's amazing. Alrighty.
Fuck
Might him, baby. Might him to hell.
Okay.
God wills it.
Last one. There we go.
And second level again.
That's a good roll.
Roll me 5 extra d8. Paladins, man, especially the ones that do literally anything that is just maximizing that great weapon fighting, fucking badass. If you're a new player watching this shit, and if you go with something easy, a paladin is your friend, my friends. They are fucking badass. Alrighty, that is going to be
68 damage.
I also get.
I forgot earlier, he didn't actually take that full damage because your weapon is not magical. Okay, I'll have to remember that now. So first things first, half damage from your main weapon, and then still very respectable 33 points of radiant damage. Hoo-wee! You strike across him again, and this is why Kevin, I definitely believe that the order domain is OP.
I also have savage attacks. I don't know if you put that in there, but that gives me an extra d8.
So your weapon attack does an extra one. So not the smite, but the weapon does give you an extra die, which is doubled. So go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Yeah, just add in some more.
Giggity.
Giggity. Alrighty, that's going to be another 2 points of slashing damage against him. Not bad. Fucking massive, though. Goddamn Ganon dump truck over here. Whoo-wee!
Va. Yeah. Coming in with a clutch play.
And I'm gonna look at Ganon and say, "You know what? I wasn't gonna do this, but I think you earned it, buddy." and I'm gonna upcast a bonus action.
Can't.
Where is it?
You already cast a leveled spell. You can't cast another leveled spell even with Quicken.
Oh, you're right. All right, well then that ends my turn.
Alrighty. Damn, that was a good turn. See, I told you guys Sal was gonna come in with something fucking clutch. However, on initiative count 20, Hornguy kind of goes,
More to me!
and suddenly there are more of these little guys coming out.
Just... I don't have any more of the fake brooms.
As you see two more of these ghostly knights stepping out of the ground there. But that's it. Rolak.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the attack of opportunity. So I'll move here so he can go ahead and swing on me.
He doesn't have an attack opportunity left. Voth already IQ 300 used that up.
Touche. So that was 5.
And he has the same AC as Rolak.
So I'm going to move here. Bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and cast. Oh, it's not one of my favorites. Hexblade Curse. It's not one of my favorites. Okay. So I apologize.
God, it's ridiculous.
Oh, and I put it on the wrong target. I was still selecting the other one. I apologize.
No, I know. I know who you're meaning.
Yes, sir. And then I will go ahead and swing on him. Oh, I didn't do it with advantage. I apologize. I'll just do it
We'll
again.
lock in the damage if that's a hit, and that is a hit.
So it'll be 11 plus 3.
Alrighty.
All magic.
What type of magic?
Well,
it's just
11
flat magic, right? It doesn't turn
Yeah.
into necrotic or something like that? Okay.
No, sir.
Alright.
And that will end my turn.
Alright, as you cut across his back here. Alright, that brings us to this boy. Still very much kicking. Man, Sal was so fucking clever. Look at that. This is a straight up IQ 400 because now I can't move north and flank Ganon again. So good. Moves up here, cancels flanking with Rolak there. Is going to make the attack against Ganon. First attack with disadvantage is a miss. Second attack with disadvantage, also a miss. Alright, that brings us to Esmeralda. Shit, but she sees that Knack and Finn are getting fucked, otherwise she would definitely rush over there and help out with some lightning bolt. Nah, she's gotta help the little guys first. Little guys, you know, nothing personal. First attack, natty 19, that's gonna be a hit. 6 points of magical piercing damage. Second attack with the magical rapier, natural 2, of course. And the last attack is going to be a hand axe attack, and that is going to be another natural fucking 2. And she curses. God damn it. Alright, as that brings us to this guy, he's just gonna move away. Attacks opportunity?
Guy? Oh, no, not the fear guy. Hell no.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he's a rogue in real life.
What?
Use
Of
your
course,
react-
as a DM, you have
action by
a
swinging.
low-key responsibility to fuck with your plays, just a little bit. Chris would argue I do that too much. I can understand that. But Knack, it's your turn. Talk to me, buddy. Tell me what you're doing before you're making random rolls over here. You're getting me completely unprepared. Yeah. So what do you do?
Mind Sliver, the one nearest to me, since I can't really attack without disadvantage without getting rid of this guy. So
All right, let's see how smart he is. His SAT was a little low. He takes 4 points of psychic damage and gets a 1d4 subtracted from his next saving throw.
bonus action. That's all I have.
I mean, you could Misty Step as a bonus action. There is that.
Well, if I had Misty Step.
Oh, you don't? Oh. Oh, you could Dragon Breath as a bonus action.
I have to cast it first, and then I can bonus action Dragon's Breath, right?
I think you get to do one right when you cast it. Let me double check. Oh, you didn't prepare it for the day. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not prepared anyway.
Whoops.
Yeah, everything else I could blur. I could like. This is the best thing I could possibly do, I think.
All right, that brings us to this boy. This boy is scared of Dagmar. She's just a strong, independent woman, and he's just like, you know, this is not what my daddy told me, and
I feel like
runs away
Dagmar's
from...
like in sync over there, singing like back from the early 2000s, "Bye Bye Bye" to all these dudes.
Ba, ba, ba. All right, this guy's gonna go for
Something to the
you,
frosted
Dagmar.
tip. Oh.
First attack is a hit. That's going to be 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
Second swing, another hit. 8 points of force
I'm a
damage.
strong contender, bro. Squishy rogue. Okay, I'm trying to see the order here real quick. Shoot. Okay.
Kill the big guy.
Yeah. All right. Line of sight here. Sorry, I know exactly what I want to do, so I should
Talk us
just
through
say
it. Tell us what you want to do. That's the best way to do it, honestly.
Just, she's not a heavy hitter, obviously.
I mean, when she gets that sneak off, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I also have Guiding Bolt, which is 46 radiant damage.
That is pretty good.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking of using.
I want to check something out because I haven't thought of this before. Can you use steady aim with a spell?
Oh.
You fucking can! You give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. So you can apply that to fucking spells.
That's really good.
Oh!
That's really good.
That's right. I kind of remember that's part of the reason that we both were like that. Anyway, so you're currently in melee, which sucks.
But I have
steady aim, which could cancel.
and I also have. I thought I had Warcaster, so I shouldn't be worried about that part, right?
Warcaster doesn't affect that. If you had something like, here's where shenanigans start. If you had crossbow expert, that actually applies to all ranged attacks, not just crossbow attacks.
I thought you were meaning me casting a spell in the first place. That was all.
Nope, you're thinking
With
Pathfinder.
being in combat zone.
You can cast something next to someone. The only thing that it's going to do if you cast a ranged spell is impose disadvantage, but no attacks of opportunity or anything.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm also going to be DMing Pathfinder, so all of my rules are confuzzled. Okay. Well, I mean steady aim. Yeah, I'm just going to take that and can I roll now?
It'll be a straight roll because you are engaged in melee, if you want to make that. And which one are you targeting?
Now could I use my bonus? No, but then I can't steady aim.
So you could disengage now and save that for next turn. Yeah.
But Ganon might not have a next turn.
I don't know. He's looking pretty good now. He has an effective
Do whatever you
AC
feel
of
in your
21.
heart, girl. Whatever you feel in your heart.
I don't trust my fucking dice. That's the problem here. As I know that this can work, and then I'm gonna roll a nat 1. I'm gonna call it now, knock on wood. And because I called it, I might jinx myself.
Cast Fireball. Tyler says cast Fireball. I agree.
Oh, I did.
By the way, Tyler has a phenomenal stream that he just started. He is over on the Odyssey stream as well. If you guys want to follow him along, Tyler X Bear is going to be really fun for some Pokemon Snap. That's what it's called, right, Tyler? Anyway, Dagmar.
Let's just do it.
All right, do it. Which one are you targeting? The one right next to, like that one right here?
I want the big dude.
The big dude? Oh shit, that's gonna have some cover too. But all right, go for it.
Got it.
Yeah. No worries.
We're rolling natty 20 right here.
Come on.
All right, ready?
The music's crescendoing.
Oh,
natural 20.
No!
You rolled
it. It wasn't a 1.
No. Oh yeah, that's right. God damn it! I wanted you to have advantage so fucking bad. God damn it! All right, as you take the energy together, but as you're about to aim at Hornguard over there, you get cut twice across the side, and you shoot it into the ceiling. There's a massive explosion there as some sunlight starts to kind of seep into the room. That's a miss.
Damn.
Really thought
Good
that'd be
try.
fun. Alright, we're gonna, I guess, do what I maybe should have done at the beginning. And
You have no bonus action left, and that was your action to cast the spell.
Alright, cool. So I guess, yeah.
Alrighty, sounds good. That is going to bring us to Phantom Warrior, who is going to make that attack against you, Ganon. First attack.
With disadvantage,
With
right?
disadvantage, you're right. Whew, that disadvantage just canceled out a nat 20. Whew. However, that is still a hit. Rolled really well on that one. 6 points of force damage. Second swing. Nat 20 canceled. Second swing is a complete miss. Alrighty, that brings us to the next Phantom Warrior. This is just going to lay into Kevin there. First swing, hit. Second swing is waiting for that roll. That's the weight. Oh, natural one. Alrighty, that is going to be 7 points of force damage on Kevin. That brings us to this guy who's still running away. And then finally to Hornguard. You. And is going to turn towards you, Rolak, and makes his attacks against you. First attack. Natural 9. Second swing. Oops, didn't mean to click that twice. Second swing is a hit. And is it a hit? Oh boy. As this greatsword comes swinging, and it kind of reverberates through the air. The first time you were able to kind of move aside, and your shadowy sword is able to kind of cast the blade to the side. As he then has the backswing come in, you're like, shit! You're trying to go in, but it's not enough. You take 17 points of magical slashing damage. As the blood is starting to gush out from Rolak's front.
He doesn't have a third attack. That was what I was waiting for.
Knack. You just hear glass shatter as Jeff throws himself through a window. And then you just hear the clattering of bones down below, and you just know in your heart of hearts, Jeff is no more. Alrighty. This guy is going to move forward and focus on... Actually, move right here and focus on Yuvoth. First attack with advantage. Oh, which cancels out, so it's going to be a straight roll. Yeah, that's going to be a hit. All right, that's going to be... Do you have,
Wait.
Do you have? If you have shield, you can turn it aside.
I have shield.
We can't see what you displayed there, FYI, Jeremy. It's just like weird subtitles in some kind of a weird language you don't really understand. It's like weird little squiggly yellow lines, essentially. All right, as you cast shield, that is able to turn to the side. Second attack. Also turned aside. That was close, you mother. All right, that brings us to Phineas.
How much cover from the big guy am I at right now?
0%.
Okay, I'll attack.
Alrighty, go for it. I mean, you ignore cover anyway, Chris. Don't forget.
3/4 cover.
No, you ignore half and 3/4 cover, which is the only ones that you can hit someone with. Total cover, you couldn't. Even
I misunderstood. I got you.
You good, man?
Yeah, you ignore 100% cover. You're like shooting like around corners.
He's like,
It's like,
remember
what's that
Angelina Jolie
stupid gun
movie
movie
like,
where it's like, yeah, exactly, that
standing
jinx.
yeah.
Oh shit, that's good. That's a miss. And that is a hit.
Infused strike.
All right, go for it. Alrighty, for 20 points of damage, that is able to destroy that Phantom Warrior.
Huh?
No, he said he was shooting the big guy.
No,
Big guy. I said the big guy.
Oh,
he did.
Didn't I?
Apologize.
You did.
Yep.
I just didn't hear it. My bad.
Welcome all the
Alrighty.
new viewers, by the way, to the stream.
Hey y'all, how's it going?
We good?
We're good now.
Okay. And last but not least,
And another hit. Alrighty,
It's my turn.
2 shots rocket into him as well. Alright, that is going to bring us to this guy who's going to rush forward, make 2 attacks against you, Rolak. First attack is a miss. Second attack is a natural 20. He strikes into you.
Bye, everybody.
And does 13 points of force damage. Rolak goes unconscious. And as you're kind of focusing on Horngard, who's just laying into you, suddenly a spectral blade kind of pierces through you. Again, no actual wound, but something inside of you seems to kind of like start to bleed, and you're like spitting up the blood, dropping onto your knees, and you see there's just murder in Horngard's eyes. This thing then moves here and ends its turn. Alright, this thing keeps running away, 30 feet. Keeps running away. Keeps running away. Ganon, it is your turn.
All right. Let's get it. Get it.
Again, more of your sword gets shaved off as that is a miss. There's sweat starting to run down. You kind of like undo the stupid helmet as you go to the side and you're like, and you strike down, and he just sidesteps it, and all this rock kind of flies up. You guys acting like there are 2 healers right next to y'all. However, Ganon, that is a miss. Anything else that you do? That's it? Alrighty, that brings us to this boy. And, oh yeah, they're still alive. Alright, is going to strike into you, Kevin. Finn, first strike is going to be a hit. 6 points of force damage. Second attack is a miss. Alright, that brings us to Voth.
Alrighty, I am gonna twin cast Healing Word. If I can talk. Onto Rolak and my friend Ganon there.
Alrighty.
At level 3.
On good rolls.
All right.
That's a good fucking roll, too.
Great roll.
And I'm gonna tell Ganon, do it again like last time.
Yeah, you get another attack is what Sally's trying to tell you.
Forgot. Yes, you get an attack.
Come on,
Come
baby.
on, Ganon.
You got this.
Nat 20, just cut him in half.
Tom. You get an attack. I don't know if that was clear enough. You kind of like look towards Voth and you're like, okay, and you strike over and he's just like, and he cuts off the very tip of your sword as it comes down, as the sword kind of strikes down, and it's starting to look extremely just rough, almost blocky the way it's been shaved by this magical sword. All right, Voth, is that the end of your turn or something else?
Well, that's a bonus action, right?
How many sorcery points do you have left, by the way?
That's the first one I used.
No, you used another one to quicken something earlier. I thought.
No, I tried to.
He tried to, but you told him he couldn't because he'd already cast another level spell.
Oh,
on that
that's
turn.
what it was. Sounds good.
Yep. Yep.
I can still cast a cantrip though, right?
100%.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and drop Sacred Flame. I told it that Sacred Flame. Let's drop not Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame on the big boy there.
Alrighty.
That's a great roll.
And with that, he saves. As you like put the fire up, he steps out of the way, as it just burns out.
That ends my turn, and
Sorry about that. All right. On initiative 20, Hornguard yells again.
More! More of you come to me, my servants. These are followers of Strahd.
As 2 more of these warriors join the fray.
Why is he lying?
Why wouldn't he be?
Of course they joined behind me.
Alrighty, that brings us to Rolak. You are prone but alive.
I'm standing up. And as I stand
Rise!
Right.
This is a great moment for Voth. He's like, so this is what it feels like.
So I'm just gonna, as I stand up, I'm gonna look at him and I'm just gonna go, we are not with Strahd, but you'll be joining him soon.
That's a hit.
For 15.
Still standing. Starting to look rough, but still standing.
That's probably not gonna hit.
Second swing is a wide one.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Alright, this guy having advantage with that guy with Voth. First swing. Natural 20. So shield is not going to do anything there. You take 14 points of force damage. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
I got
Alright,
fantastic.
you good. That concentration is still up. Second strike. Natural, 1 and a 6. That is a miss. Alrighty, Esmeralda. Oh man, she's so tempted though. Look at that lineup, but then she's gonna fry all of you guys.
Send it.
Actually, how far can she move here? Not enough. All right. Ooh, actually,
I see where you're trying to move.
she's
Trying to
gonna
get over here.
she's gonna rush over. And as she's already starting to cast some kind of weird lines in the air, you see her eyes kind of turn onto almost like these cosmic spectral specks of purple and gold and white as she touches you, Dagmar, and says, "Use this well, girl." And she casts greater invisibility on you.
Oh.
This means that as you make your attacks, cast your spells, whatever, it does not break your invisibility. So, you have advantage on all your attacks against anything that cannot see you.
That's cool. Oh no.
Alright, this guy runs through the wall. There's nothing else that he is going to be doing right now. Alright, this one, she is also very much scared of Dagmar. Keeps flying away. Knack, it's your turn.
Hey! Still playing patty cake with this guy.
Patty cake. Makers.
Really? Okay, you know what? Yeah, it's not really going to help much. It's not
Fireball.
gonna be under so
Right
much
on
cover.
Ganon.
Yeah, well, if I had any level 3 spells, maybe. Yeah, I'm just going to take the hit.
Ooh. Alright. Sword coming in
It's
at
clear
you.
they keep coming. So there's no point playing patty cake back
That's
there.
a hit, and even with shield, you're still going to take
Little
that hit.
shield. Okay.
As 9 points of force damage cut across your side, you kind of look down again. There's like no actual wound, but you can feel the damage on the inside.
All right, so I'm going to target
Rolak was
big
always
guy.
the better brother. It's like the dumbest insults I can
Likely
think of.
true.
That's really what it is.
I'm going to do Scorching Ray.
All
It's going to
right.
be under some cover, I know.
Against?
But, the big bad guy.
Okay, go for it.
Vladimir Horngard.
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
Oh, is that not rolling right?
I can click it. So
First one is a miss.
miss you. Second one. Oh God.
Also a miss.
Please.
Oh, that's really good.
The last one is a hit for 7 points of fire damage.
Hey, I did some damage.
You just fire into the fray, like, as two go wide, shattering some of the windows behind. But the last one kind of hits him in the arm as his skin burns. He's like,
Bonus action. I want to have my unseen servant pat me on the back for a good job.
"You're still the worst." No, I'm just kidding. This guy doesn't do a whole lot except fly away. Come fly away, come. Dum, bum, 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 bum. All right, this one can't really see anything except for what's going on over there. Flies over here, gets an attack of opportunity from Esmeralda. I say fly. Glides, floats, 8 points of piercing damage, and that's going to be an attack that normally would be with advantage, now just a straight attack because of the protection from evil, good and evil. However, that is still a hit on Ganon. You take 7 points of force damage. Hold up. I'm a dirty liar because Dagmar is right there. So that would have been still a hit. Okay. So still with disadvantage. The second swing is a miss. All right, Dagmar, it's your turn. You are invisible.
Okay.
Also, by the way, in D&D 5th edition, if you're invisible, nobody gets to make attacks opportunity against you. You can only attack with opportunity against the target you can see.
Okay. So, because I honestly don't want to take up too much time and I've been debating between the two, I obviously don't have a magical weapon, so my flimsy little rapier isn't going to do too much damage to him, regardless of sneak attack.
Sure.
That being said, my Blessings of the Raven Queen, where I can teleport 30, so I don't even have to worry about this whole clusterfuck. If I can go there, I know I'm foregoing steady aim, but then can I at least cast the other guiding bolt?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that'll be with advantage because, again, you're going to be attacking from unseen.
Cool. Then that's what I would like to do.
Alrighty, so yeah, you wanna go at least you wanna go the full 30 feet so there's nothing potentially I got you. What does it look like? Because I think this is the first time Dagmar has really used her weird little shadow step, right?
Oh, normally I'm just all foggy, like I turn into fog and then whoosh over.
So full shit. What is that? Man, what is that X-Men Nightcrawler? You kind of step forward and as you the smoke kind of seems to cut through everyone there, and you appear next to the burning throne there. As you turn around, you hold your holy symbol, you target it at Horngard. And now go ahead and make me that guiding bolt with advantage. So hold Alt as you click it.
Get him, girl.
Got
Okay, let's do this.
Killing blow.
Alrighty. As the radiant power builds into your hand, and you just kind of it's really, you guys just see shadow kind of appear, and then there's just a burning light that almost seems like a little golden ray of sunlight gathering on Horngard's side. He's like,
What's this?
how do you want to do this?
So I feel like for Dagmar, she's actually taking flames from the burning throne, kind of firebender style.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is so cool.
She glares at Hongard and just sort of it's a massive swirl of like the swirling Sun Lord that just rams into him and practically like etches a whole swirl into him.
And there's like all of this fire that kind of goes through the sunlight that is peering through the hole that is still in the roof that you had shot through before seems to kind of gather together, and almost like a solid beam of light, like a Spartan laser cutting right through him as he's just like, no, and you watch as all of the spectral soldiers around kind of like turn towards the side as you just burn him out of existence. As you just go look up towards the skylight and maybe say something like, thanks, Morning Lord. Suddenly you hear all of these weird phantom voices just go as all of these weird spectral chains seem to be appearing out of nowhere and lead towards where Horngard was, and they all seem to just explode. And as that happens, we get going out of initiative. You guys watch as where the body of Horngard once was, there's nothing but smoke and ash.
What about his sword?
Yeah, I was about to say, what about the big ass sword?
Ganon, as you just like kind of drop onto your knees, your blade has been thinned so much as you kind of like try to lean on it for support, it just breaks through and you're like, fuck. And as you kind of like kneel down, the hilt kind of goes clattering into the ash. There you see just a little bit of that glint of the hilt and the guard of a silver dragon upon the end of this magical greatsword. Good job,
throws it
y'all.
into the fucking ground.
Yeah, fuck this sword. This is not what I wanted. This is not as ideal for my build, y'all. I don't really. Sorry, we're done with that one. Fantastic fight, y'all. That was some hard fucking fighting, and y'all did it. My personal vote for MVP does, however, go to Clancy with that
Without
tournament.
fucking question.
That was fucking.
Not only did she
cleric
have the
power.
clutch ass fearing of the undead, but she also had the killing blow.
That's true. Yeah, shit. Chat, everybody, we need a little bit of a round of claps for Clancy here.
I mean, shit. If we were gonna have the un-MVP, it's Knack who almost fucking fireballed us.
Almost fireball.
Yeah, keywords.
I was
Almost.
thinking he was gonna fireball the other room. That, like, you know, because I was like, well, only person in there is
Clapping
Finn.
my
He's got
face.
super high dex. He'll probably dodge it. He'll be okay. And he fucking throws it in there. I'm like, I have no dexterity. I'm so fucked. And then I saw you put, so I was like, oh, thank God.
Secondary shout out to Sal, because Voth really set us up for all those attacks.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Only half of that is me. The other half is you. So
If Jason had been here, we'd have died.
Jesus Christ.
But Jason 2.0 is just the background.
Jesus Christ.
If we're looking for pointers, Jason, if you notice, he went towards the conflict.
Oh my god.
the power is all in the background, just so you know.
Really hard to see through all this shade.
Yeah, secret. Well, see, what Jason hasn't mentioned is that in those boxes is actually guts.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
I worshipped the Sun Lord, and I didn't realize that this bright light I cast just let out all that shade.
Yeah, they're fucking everywhere.
We have to give him shit.
All right, y'all. As I typed in chat, we're having a giveaway. If you're just tuning in, I saw one person just tune in. We're about to wrap up. But before you click away to a new channel, please follow, subscribe, cheer in the channel. You are going to qualify for a giveaway. We're giving away a digital copy. And by we, I mean this message is brought to you by Drake. Handsome, but not too handsome. But most importantly, an amazing person. So if you guys want to grab a digital copy,
let's slow down a little.
Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. If you follow or subscribe or cheer during the session, you are going to qualify to be in the drawing for that free copy for you guys. We'll get in touch with you about getting that sent to you. So if you guys, I know that is the irony. Just shit talk Jason for a solid 5 minutes straight on a soapbox, and still is being called a good person by his DM. What does it say about me? Anyway, as you guys tune in or watch us later on, we're always on at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. If you guys want to, on Sundays, if you guys want to tune in, it is heating up. It is getting amazing. We're getting ready to get these people into Van Richten's Guide to everything ourselves, or everything to Ravenloft, and it's going to be awesome. We'll go all the way to 20 with this shit, and I'm excited, y'all. This is a great group. This is an awesome dark campaign, and this month is fucking gothic horror. Hit me, Drake.
With that thing about going to level 20, since we killed the big bad of the manor, did we hit level 6?
I'll allow it. Why not? I was gonna wait until after the stream to let you guys know, but you are now level 6.
More hit points. Oh my god.
Now I have to add like 40 monsters to the battlefield. Fuck.
Gannon and I would argue the opposite. Actually, it's been this time too.
Gross, Voth. Get the fuck out of here. Gross. You.
Oh,
You.
yes.
You.
It's going to be so good.
But
my God,
here's
you
the
could
big
win
thing
haste
about
now?
haste. Don't forget, if you drop your concentration, which Warcaster is going to make extremely hard, but if you drop it, that means that they can't do shit for a round. They're incapacitated.
Yeah, that's the downside.
That is
I got to
the
play
big
more in the
error.
back line. Like right now, I'm playing kind of like a off tank. But once I have that, no more. It's going to be rough.
Dude, can you imagine? So I'll already have, that would give me a 4th attack per round. Whoo, boy, that's crazy.
Haste only gives you 1 extra attack. It doesn't give you your extra attack, just as an FYI. But you're right, that'll be 4 attacks because attack, bonus attack, and haste attack.
Yeah.
All right, cool. With that, please give us that follow. If you guys have it in your wallets or have Amazon Prime or something like that, a subscribe would be deeply appreciated. It helps us get better assets, get better stuff on here, and keep the lights on in a way. So we appreciate it, you guys. As oh no, did I pay my bill? No, I'm just kidding. That is going to be the end for our session this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next Sunday. See you guys later.
Later.
Bye.